What going on, YouTube world? It's your
Hey,
boys back once again with another episode of A Time by You City podcast. Hey,
already.
fellas, if y'all ain't paying attention to that count, it's 20, baby.
Mm.
Uh-oh, 20.
It's the 20 piece, baby. You know what I'm saying?
See,
Hey, man, y'all know what I say, man. From the north to the south, to the east to the west. A Time by You City, baby. Y'all know we do it the best. Gonna let
already.
my cast introduce themselves to y'all, man. Let them know how y'all rocking. I ain't going nobody specific. Just go.
I am NAT Silent E, aka Quality. Welcome to H Town Bayou City Podcast. Yes,
Yo.
indeed.
Whoa,
Excuse my
man.
background, y'all. I'm not where I normally be. I had to go out of town on some work, but I'm here. I'm here.
Hey,
Oh,
man,
man,
they don't
listen.
need to know all that, nigga.
See,
Go,
well,
Rich. You got it.
oh, man, before
Hey,
anybody else go, let me go ease in here right quick. It's your favorite uncle, Rich Uncle Pennybags, a.k.a. the world greatest. I ain't going to say that, but you can call me Rich Blackman tonight. You know what it is. Internationally known, nationally recognized, locally accepted.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. I'm here to part, man.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
hey,
Yes, sir.
Oh, baby.
hey.
man, that's OG right there, man. That's OG. As I say, man, I'm T Ben, your neighborhood brother, checking in right to the point. I'm excited to be here, episode 20, man. We've been in this for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Going back to like November, I want to say. So hey,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we with it.
we
We in
with it.
April now.
Hey,
We in April. Come
hey,
on, man.
that
We
See,
train
getting it right
rolling,
and
now.
it
man.
ain't no April
Hey,
Fool.
Hey, my
Yes,
bad, my
sir.
bad. My
It
bad.
ain't no April
That slab
Fool.
rolling, baby. You know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
Yeah,
just
bro.
saying.
Yeah,
One
bro.
time for your mind. That's
Hey, let
it.
a
See,
well
Ah,
come through. You know what
ah.
I'm talking about? Hey, man, and y'all already know who your boy is. Y'all read the bottom line. The fat boy extraordinaire. Fuck you talking about. It's Big
there you
Yogi up in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, remember, keep calm. Fuck with a fat boy, huh?
already.
How
See,
y'all doing today, fellas? Talk to me quick. Don't talk to me slick now.
hey man, we here. It's Tuesday. Hey, it's the second Monday. Yeah, I'm
Yes, sir.
here. Yes, sir. Tuesday,
Yes,
second
sir.
Monday, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Always at
sir.
work, huh?
Yeah.
Always at work, man.
Yeah, man, I'm all
Quality,
right.
Yeah.
how you
Weekend
doing?
was good. You know what I'm saying? No complaints. I be trying to probably forget what I did for the weekend because it go by so fast.
You ain't lying.
Um,
For
but I
real.
had a good time. You know, it was just enjoying myself, man. I be on that grill, so I put those stuff on the grill, and
Yeah, we seen the
yeah,
pictures too, T being show. Looked tasty over there.
hey,
ATB, you be
See,
man.
wearing that big ass truck
Yeah.
hat. You know what I'm saying? Cock to the side.
No. I'm proud to be Bob. I'm
you
proud of
understand
it.
what I'm talking
I
about?
wasn't even saying nothing about that though.
So I don't put no hat. Oh, no, I don't wear
Mm.
that big old chef's hat. You know, that's
See,
uncomfortable.
see,
It get
see,
hot. It get hot up under there, huh?
It
Yeah,
get
yeah.
hot. Get hot with that
see,
fire.
man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. My week, man. I was home for the week, man. That shit went by so fast. It's like I blinked my eyes. God damn it, I'm back in West Texas. Ain't that a bitch?
Listen,
That's how it be though. Every time you come home, boy, as soon as you get here, you gotta leave right back out. That's why I say it'd be
yeah.
hard to take advantage of that time.
Yeah,
Boy, you
man.
be driving like that too. I don't see how you do it.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Man, I was telling Rich this before everybody came in, man. I ain't been to sleep since 3 p.m. yesterday. I got
See,
down here. I made it down here like 1 a.m., man. Laid in the bed, tried to get them couple of hours, couldn't sleep. Got right up, went to work, been at work all day. Had to go wash my clothes after work and then come right on the pod. I love y'all, YouTube. Doing this for
that is.
y'all, baby.
Hey, hey, I like that dedication.
Yeah, man.
What is
Dedication.
Dedication.
that? That's an 8 hour drive.
Yeah, like depending on where I'm coming to over here, 8, 9.
Hey,
8 hour.
Straight,
That's
straight,
crazy.
straight, straight I-10 action.
That's
well,
crazy.
I shot a movie again this weekend. We still shooting the same movie, so we
Yeah.
still on that.
Hey, I see you in the
Yeah,
pool
yeah,
pit. I see you up there in the pool pit. I
Yeah.
see you.
I said him
yes.
too.
I'm hey,
Pastor Uncle Rich.
I'm gonna send. I got a little snippet of them of my acting. What I did. They sent me some clips of it. They love it. They add more of me into the movie. I'm like, God
I can
damn.
see that. I can
Yeah,
see
Yeah, I can
that.
Rich,
see
I ain't
that.
gonna lie. I knew that was
I
I
coming.
can see that.
Bro.
I act a fool in the church. The
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
dude, listen. I went to get something to eat, and a girl, like I say, she saw me, and she was there that day. It was her people church. And she said, "Hey, Reb, ain't you Reb?" I said, "Huh? Wasn't you Penny Bag?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, I was there. I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay." I'm like, "Damn, people identify with the character. Okay,
I
I
see.
got you.
I
I
see.
got you."
Hey,
So
and it all started from this lovely space that we
you
have.
see what I'm talking about?
You
You
know what I'm
see what I'm
talking
talking
about?
about?
You got to work the character out somewhere, and what better place to do it on H-Town Bayou City, baby? You know
See,
what I'm talking
Better
about?
see.
believe
Hold
it.
on, hold on, but let me reintroduce yourself. Let me introduce y'all to our local movie star. You know
Oh,
what
there
I'm
I am.
saying?
Here I am. Hey,
Rich Uncle
hey,
Pennybags, the
hey,
world
man.
greatest. Shut
Listen,
your
hey,
mouth.
man. Hey, listen to me, man. Coming to a sidewalk near you. Not the walk of fame, the sidewalk of fame. Give me some chalk. Go,
Yeah,
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 yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Build you some hopscotch squares,
You
goddamn.
know what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. It's rough
Square
though.
business, square business.
Yeah, man.
Quality, man. What you looking like, man? We gonna roll out the sports first, big baby.
Yeah, man, let's do it, man. Y'all make sure y'all check them comments, man. All our people's in there, man. I ain't at my regular spot, y'all, so I'm a little handicapped. So y'all make sure y'all talk to my people out there, man.
We heard you the first time.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm ready, man. Let's do some sports, man. I got a little interesting thing that I want to run by y'all.
Let's get it. Where you want to go to first? Quality, talk to me.
Uh, let me first off say this here. I want to introduce the world. Most of y'all, especially if you're my age, you will know this guy. But a lot of the younger generation don't probably remember him, don't know much about him. But his name is Craig Hodges. And we're gonna play a video that he used to play for the Chicago Bulls. He played along with Michael Jordan when those great teams were assembled. Craig Hodges is a three-time three-point shooter winner. So he has won the three-point shooting contest three times, back to back. That is a history-making moment for him because no one had done that at that time. I don't even think Larry Bird did it. I'm not sure, but I know he's one of the few that has ever done it. So he is in the record books for that. But we're gonna play that video right there. It's Craig Hodges, guys.
That jump shot at the White House, that cost me $50 million. $50 million.
So basically, that letter to the president changed your life and your career.
No question. I went from being the eighth player on the team in minutes played and points scored to the last player on the team, and still won another 3-point title.
But you also told me after the fact, a lot of your brothers or former colleagues told you they felt bad because they left you.
Oh, no doubt.
All by yourself.
Yeah,
what did that? Explain that, and if you want to share names, cool. If not,
Yeah.
but what did that mean to
Easy to
you
say that now.
after the fact?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, and once again, this the realization that we were where we were at that time, 1991. I was 31 years old. You know what I'm saying? And some of the young brothers that I was talking to, they was in their 20s, man, and not having done the research or whatever. So, man, I appreciate the apology. I appreciate all of that. I'm not, not that I'm looking forward to anything, but knowing that now in your wisdom, you seeing it, and you seeing it for what it was, that a brother was trying to share information with you, and the same information that I was sharing to you back then. Now you on it now. And that's the problem with me is that, okay, Craig, you were taught, you were blessed by your mom with a certain thing on her mind because your mother saw while she was 9, 7, 6 months pregnant, she saw dogs being sicked on her people. She saw pictures of people being lynched. That was going through her to me. Now, what am I supposed to do with that? Just hoop? Just who? What they tell LeBron?
So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble. Whoa. How cold was that? How cold was that? And the cold part of it is, how many people think about us like that?
A lot.
In so many circles, we are seen as a tool of oppression, a medium to keep us looking at goals that are unattainable. In 1978, when I graduated from high school, they said 1 in 52,000 children had a chance to be a professional athlete on any level. That's 1978. What is it now with the internet? You feel me? Your sons, your twins, they got it, man. How many they got to battle against? That jump shot at the White House, that cost me $50 million. $50 million. At least. And see, and then it becomes a thing, are we Americans? Are we Americans? Should I get backlash for being able to tell what y'all taught me. Y'all say, go to school, read, learn, write. I go to school, read, interpret what I read in a certain manner, go out and live my life in that manner that I read and that y'all said was cool because I'm free. But then it becomes a problem because now when I say and write a letter to the president at 32 years of age, I can't get an agent to represent me in a union that is supposed to represent us. Charlie Grantham, who's the head of the union at the time, when I go to the White House, he tells me, Craig, we have to find an agent that a team owes a favor so they'll know that you're not a bad guy. And I quote, I'll never forget that. And I'm like, Charlie, what I do wrong? I won 2 world championships. I got 3 consecutive three titles right now in my pocket, and I can't get a job. What did I do? I've never been fined since I've been in the league. I never missed a bus. I was player rep as a rookie. That's unheard of. I've been player rep for every team I played for. Where is the badness in that? Once again, those who control the narrative. So the narrative of me going to the White House in this manner, me having the audacity to write the president a letter, which until probably 5 or 6 years ago, nobody asked me what was in the letter. Nobody, yo, man, what did you write? That jump shot at the White House.
Okay, guys. I do know that video was a little bit long, but I really wanted you to get a concept of what I'm trying to ask here, okay? So, with that video, you all can see that Craig Hodges was kind of blackballed in the NBA for standing up for his rights and standing up for the rights of all people of kind like us. So, that is definitely something that's good. But the problem is it's not always reciprocated from others that don't believe in us. So for Craig Hodges having an opinion about how he feels and how he feels things should go, this is our next one I want to show you about. There's another young gentleman that is going through something similar. Not all the way, but something similar. And his name is Jalen. What's his name for me, Yogi? I
It's
don't have
Jaden Ivey.
Jaden Ivory. He played for the Chicago Bulls once again. Now, this video should be a little shorter, y'all, but I'm gonna go ahead and let that one play right quick. Go ahead and run that one for me. Any one of y'all, TBN or Yogi, please.
That the world can proclaim LGBTQ, right? They proclaim Pride Month and the NBA. They proclaim it. They show it to the world. They say, come join us for Pride Month, to celebrate unrighteousness. They proclaim it. They proclaim it on the billboards. They proclaim it in the streets. Unrighteousness. So how is it that one can't speak righteousness? How is it one that how are they to say that you man, this man is crazy? I'm not the Jay I used to be, but the OJ is dead. I'm alive in Christ. No matter what the basketball setting is, I'm born again, the Holy Spirit, and I've been saved by Jesus Christ. No matter what, how many DMPs I don't get to play, or no matter how many points I score, those things are a temporary thing.
Okay. So there we stand. This young man now is entered somewhat of that same kind of realm because he doesn't believe in the alphabet community that he is now being played. Well, I'm sure the Chicago Bulls are not going to say that's the reason why they released him, but I think it's clear to see that ever since these comments came out, Chicago felt they had no use for him. So now my question to the panel is this: is this fair? Is it fair to lose your job for how you feel? Not necessarily hurting anyone, not necessarily doing anything to harm anyone, just basing off your pure feelings. Is that fair to lose your job behind something like that? I'll leave the floor open for y'all, and y'all take it away from there.
I'll go first. No, it's not fair. It's not fair. I would say the question would be, before the question then for me, well, I think should be asked is when you sign up for whatever job you go to or whatever place of employment that you stumble upon, to know what their rules and regulations are there, and what's their stance on certain things. That way, if you want to keep that position, then you know at the end of the day, if I say these things, this is the consequences. You can say what you want to say, it's going to have some consequences. And but no, it doesn't have to be fair. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
I would just like to pose a question, not that would have to be answered now, but just something we could talk on and touch on as we had a discussion. But if you own the company, are your employees allowed to say whatever they want to say? That's just a question that we can put a pin in. But my answer to your question, quality, is no. I don't think it's fair. But I would throw caution and say, hey, if you go somewhere to work, are you expected to have a certain kind of conduct to keep your position? And if you know that, and if you still say things, then when the consequences come, it is what it is. You got a choice to make. You can do what you want to do with your life. But that's my answer. Park my slab.
Okay, let me
So,
ask you a quick question. Hold on, right quick, Yogi. I want to, not necessarily a question, but I like how you answered that because I think you put a little perspective on it for me, TBN, when you said that, you should go to your employer and find out what the rules and regulations are before you're hired and all that there. But the only problem I have with that is for him to say how he feels should not. I mean, we're in America, and America is supposed to be freedom of speech, and he's allowed to have any type of feelings that he wants to have, regardless to what his employer is, who his employer is. He's only speaking his mind. He's a believer in God, and this is what God says we're not supposed to do. Now, because it offends people for what he has to say, and which you have already said, TB, so it's not like I'm going back at you. It's just I'm elaborating here. But for him to say what he said and be punished behind it, and it's all his opinion. He did nothing wrong to anyone. It's his opinion. How many people don't like black people? Do we tell them that they can't go to work now? They fired? They don't have a job?
They do.
No,
That does happen to them, no quality.
it does.
Yeah, they get fired for but being getting caught saying racist things on the internet. It don't happen all the time, but we see it happen. We see plenty of examples of people. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say just recently, a lady, if I don't know, if she was on some TV show, some home improvement show, but she was making some kind of statement about black folks, and they caught it, and she ended up getting fired from her job on television. So what happens?
Okay.
Uh, Now whether or not, so I guess the thing is, like when you say freedom of speech, in my mind, that means that you can say things without having legal ramifications,
Okay.
like going to jail or but losing your job, even though it's not right. I think, especially if you in the NBA or wherever you work at, I don't know if people view that as a privilege or not. I don't know. Um, but no, I'm saying it's not fair. But the question would be, are there limits? I guess, we'll get to my question, my part of about the conversation before
Okay. I'm
anybody
with
else
you.
want to jump in.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I got you. Go ahead, fellas. Y'all got any? Y'all want something?
I got
um,
some.
go
Look,
ahead, go ahead, Rich.
what is fair? Because fair in the workplace, it really don't exist. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because what be fair to you might not be fair to them, and what's fair to them might not be fair to you. So the thing about it is, when we have to understand, when we in something that we didn't build and we have no control over, you gotta play the way they want you to play because it's their game. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your game. Go create your own. So, yeah, you can't say certain stuff because you liable. You know what I'm trying to say? And,
Yeah.
and it's certain way you move. You know that. Shit, we just went through pandemic. If you didn't take a shot, some people lost their job. You know what I'm saying? Then
Mhm.
we had the goddamn election. If you say you like goddamn Trump, they was going crazy. And if you didn't vote for Camilla, you was anti-black and all kind of crazy stuff. So like I say, it's just what it is, man. We call it fair, right? You know what I'm saying? We know you have to shut your mouth That's the good old boys club because what's his name took a knee and they bought him. So you thought you could say something in basketball back then? Nah, you can't write no leather player. You ain't bigger than the program. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, if Michael Jordan
Yeah.
would have did it, it might have meant, but him, he couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the nicest way of them saying we don't fuck with you no more. They don't give you no job or nothing. Now, should a person lose their job? No. But it's certain stuff you can't say a job because on the show we talked about people. You have your job voice, how you act at work, different than you act at home. So all that's a part of it. So you know what you're doing. You know what I'm trying to say. And if you want to keep the job, you know what not to do. So I parked mine right there. I'm just
All
saying my slab park. I'm just yeah.
All right. So it's one of them things like this, right? You're an NBA player. You said something in your soliloquy about the NBA celebrating Pride Month, which means during that month, I'm pretty sure the NBA makes a lot of money off the alphabet community, right?
right.
And so I mean that's man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think that the alphabet gang is the biggest gang outside of the LAPD now, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do nothing, say nothing out of line, man, because they
Mm-mm.
gonna ride. They gonna ride, bro. They had to do something with him saying that. And I understand, man, he called it enlightening, if you may call it that, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta realize also too where your check come from. But he also might be in a position where the money don't matter. His calling to Christ is probably bigger than the money. So he's probably not even worried about it. You know what I'm saying? But my question is the big question to pose is this: if it was another player, would this had happened? Because you had LeBron at one point speaking on politics, which is where the shut up and dribble came from, right? They just
Hmm.
told him shut up and dribble. That didn't stop nothing he had going financially. He's still in the league, he's still playing, he's still a billionaire, all this good stuff, right? So does the person that said it matter? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's an easy picking. Like, oh, nigga, you ain't nobody. Go on and get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And now because of this, I guarantee you that man is not getting on another NBA team. And
No.
then he had another soliloquy where he spoke on the golden boy of the NBA. He had some shit to say about Steph Curry too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was just going on a rant. So in my
But
mind, in my mind, with you hitting all these points and talking about all these different people, you can't care about the money no more because you know that's gonna come with some scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even the fact of it ain't even I don't know, man. Like I guess today was the day where he was finna test. You know what I'm saying? What he can get away with, and he found out he fucked around and found out.
He fucked around and found out,
Yeah, he fucked
huh?
around and found out.
but you could have a good point and be on the right side and still get looking like the bad guy. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he didn't do nothing wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong, and he not wrong in no shape, form, or fashion.
Mhm.
The people he going against just got more leverage and more money right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that is. You know.
I just,
Hey,
I mean,
It's
I
about the
think,
money, man. If you own a
That's it.
yeah,
company, if you own
That's
a
it.
company, right,
yeah,
and you know where your revenue streams is coming from. I'm talking about aside from whether it's right or whether it's wrong. You own a company. Somebody say something that has the potential to cost your company millions, if not billions of dollars. And you paying this individual millions of dollars. Weigh the options. What am I willing to lose?
The
If you're
millions
gonna
of
get
yeah.
dollars.
online, if you're gonna get online, you're gonna make these statements, and whether or not the people who make the decisions agree with him or not, they probably agree. Who knows? But they saying, well, dang, man, look what you made me do. Now you gotta go. Because you gotta cost the company more money than what we paying you. Now, if somebody like LeBron said it, they might be saying, you know what? If we get rid of LeBron, that's going to cost us billions of dollars. So, hey, we might have to take a little flack depending on how bad it get. We can flip, find a way to spin it. Maybe have write an apology, right? Whatever it takes. But for somebody that's making millions, that's not part of the faces of the league, when people don't even know his name, people ain't really buying that jersey. That's probably easiest. They like, well, shoot, man, we hate to have to do that, but you got to go.
Hmm.
Watch your mouth. Watch what you say. You
Now,
know, like
And
you can
see,
say what you want to say, but you know, it's like what the numbers is one in whatever the odds are. People trying to get in this league, and you gonna be the one to say something crazy like that, maybe bye. That's what they probably think.
but he just to pick it back off. He just opened the door for somebody else to get in. On the cool, I thought the nigga still playing for the Pistons. I didn't even know he went to the Bulls. That's
He
how
got
much we
traded
don't
during
know
the
about you.
he got
Now,
traded during the deadline.
yeah, I get
but
that, but like that's how much we don't even pay attention to you, bro. So you are a small pebble in this big ass pond. And then think about this. Think about how much revenue in that 1 month of Pride Month that the NBA generates. Come on, man. You a small pebble in a big pond, brother. Hey, you gonna get on the boat here, get up on about your business. Go find your enlightening. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong. I'm not talking down on that, man. More power to you, brother. Peace, brother. But you got to know when and well, man. Man. You just cost yourself some millies, bro.
now,
Because
Or even yeah, just go ahead and accept what was gonna come with it. Think I would have liked to assume he knew what was gonna happen. You think he was doing all that thinking he was gonna still have his job come back after that
see,
weekend? He had to be smart to know that man, I might get cut off. You know, I
listen.
got my enlightenment. They might let me go. It is what it is. I don't care. That
Hey,
might be his perspective. I don't know.
now
hey
listen.
y'all, hey y'all, we
I'm
might
all the
forget how much
way
it
in
don't
with
help.
y'all on that because I'm thinking, listen, if he gonna speak and know he gonna lose his job, you gotta really, really be about the cause, or your money gotta be where it's at, so you ain't even tripping on that. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say? You just don't
yeah.
dry do that, and you not prepared for the backlash of what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Or anything. But I don't think that's smart. I don't think that's smart to poke at the bear and then still want to play in a game. You know what I'm trying to say? If this is what we own as the NBA and you don't want to be a part of it, shut your mouth up and just you know what I'm trying to say. Now, when I admonish you, don't cry and say, "Ooh, I got fired for saying." No, motherfucker. No, I fired you because I wanted to. So I'm just saying, you just have to be prepared to fight. You know what I'm trying to say? If I poke at somebody, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go all the goddamn way. If not, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm cool, but I don't know.
How about
So
this?
my
Quality,
I'm just gonna be a quick question, TB, and then we're gonna go to your question. But is this something that y'all think that he, as the player, can take legal actions on the NBA for doing this to him?
Now, hell no.
nah.
I don't know. It's a good
He's
question.
not gonna have a
I don't
case.
know.
He would have to get the union. See,
Well,
see, because you hear union, basketball got a union. So the union would have to make a complaint to the NBA for it to even, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's not enough players unless he got a bunch of players we don't know about to sign or put or feel that way. Then you know what I'm saying. But one man, that's like throwing a pebble in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? It's not doing nothing.
did you say that did they give a reason or what? I mean, I guess we all know why he got waived, but did was there a different reason why they waived him, or did they have to
The,
even give a reason?
the
I mean,
Chicago
are they
Bulls are
gonna
not.
really say it?
Yeah, they not gonna come out on the air and say that we waived him because of the comments that he made.
What was their reason though? What
They're
reason
gonna
did they give?
They're not gonna give no reason because they don't have to. But from the
Okay.
way that they're gonna, from the way you can look at it from the Bulls' perspective,
But
so
they
that's me
framing it up.
looking at it from both sides. He's just not a type of player that is actually getting on the floor. He's not really excelling at his job, like if you will.
Hmm,
So it made it easier
okay.
to take him out because of that. And so when y'all say the Chicago, like LeBron James making that statement versus him, LeBron brings, like you say, revenue. He plays. He's on the floor. You see him. To actually deal with a guy like him, he's not getting much. He's not getting a lot of playing time. He barely even touches the floor sometimes, some nights. But my only point that I'm saying about it, and I'm not saying any of you guys are wrong. I'm just saying this is just my thoughts on it. He's entitled to feel however he wants to feel, which each
For
last
sure.
one of y'all have said that. Not never one of y'all have said anything different. So that's why I say it ain't me coming at y'all. It's just I feel different about it because I don't feel like it's unfair. I guess that's another word that really don't mean much until the person that's actually doing the harm can consider it fair or whatever. But it's not, he should be able to say how he feels. If that's how God or that's how he was raised to be that way, then so be it. That doesn't mean that I hate gay people or the alphabet community. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean that I hate these people or anything like that. I can still coexist with them, operate with them, work with them, and everything else. I just don't believe in it. That's my true stance right now. I don't believe in it. But that
But
doesn't mean I don't like them. I have family members that are part of that community, and I love them just as much as I love any of the other ones. So it's not that I have anything against the community. It's just that I don't. I think we're overly sensitive when it comes to speaking about things like that because it's just not fair. People should have their own interpretation of how they want to deal with it. A racist man not liking me, okay, well, he just doesn't like me. Now he don't touch me. We ain't got no problem. He can walk over there and not like me all day long. Just don't touch me.
So let me
but
ask you. Let
see,
me ask you then. Quality on that. Well, two questions now. Say, man, it's damn near three questions, but I don't want to make too many. So if he says, so let's say Luca get on in his car and he say, hey man, I think black people are unrighteous, dumb, and stupid. If he
Uh-oh.
say that,
they ain't gonna
let's
take
say
over.
he say that. No, I'm just saying if he, well, okay, we ain't gotta use him because he's a big name. I don't know any smaller name white dude, Asian dude, man, whatever that's non-black, or it could be a different race. And he get on there and say, I think a such and such
DeAndre
race is dumb,
Ayton.
stupid, and I ain't righteous. That's what I think. Um, do you think that there should be any repercussions from the NBA for saying that, or just go on business as usual?
If that's how he feels, that's how he feels. Now, for
Okay,
me, I'm not going to take it personal because I
Mm,
know I'm not that.
it's
So,
a business decision. It's not personal though.
okay,
But
so
but see on that though, like okay, I understand you got your freedom of speech, right? But I was always told some things are better left unsaid, right? If you feel that way, why the fuck do you gotta say it out loud?
mm,
Why do you gotta go on the fucking internet on your phone and look at your phone and say, I don't like they had a problem with it? You setting yourself
mm.
up for the okey.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I feel what you're saying there, Yogi, and
Yeah.
it just you didn't have to say that publicly, so that makes a lot of sense.
So so
Basically, what you were
so
saying,
think
Hey,
about it. He says that, right? And we gotta let Tyler get on here and
yeah.
speak as well. So, but look, you he says what he says, and then the teams start to recognize that maybe they ticket sales starting to slip. They seeing they getting bad press. They seeing
Yeah.
all the viewership starting to go down. Now you own the team. You just now, if you thinking like, hey, you can feel how you want to feel. Are you gonna have a conversation? How are you gonna get the revenue back? What are you gonna do?
He ain't nothing he can do. He with him getting on this phone and doing this, he now
Mm.
becomes a liability. You
Yep.
gotta go. You know what we do with
Yep.
liabilities.
I can't lie. That's probably the first problem right there. After hearing how Yogi put it, it kind of put it in perspective for me. Once again, all of y'all have, but you know how we talk about young people and how they love to tell everybody what it is they got going on. So
Yeah.
that's part of the problem right there. And what Yogi said was you could have easily had your feelings on how you felt and just kept them to yourself. Didn't need to be displayed. So I get it now. It makes a lot of sense coming from that part. Who got the TV going? Who that's in the background?
I don't know. It's probably Tyler.
No, it
Hey
ain't.
man. Hey man, we got a viewer that has a different perspective on the matter. And you got the flow, nigga. Talk your shit.
Trap. Thank y'all for having me on. You know what I'm talking
Nigga.
We appreciate you for coming, dog.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
about? Yeah. I would turn my camera on, but I'm looking too handsome right now. I don't want to show y'all up. You know
Man,
what
say
Ain't
what you
nothing
I'm
gotta
wrong with
say.
that.
I promise you, I ain't looking at you.
Now one of us is.
talking
I would
about?
say something fly, but I don't want us to get canceled. Go ahead, Tyler.
Fair enough. You know what? I thought it was interesting when you brought up the who's the white boy that's real good.
Luca.
Luca.
Yeah,
Luca,
Luca.
yeah, Luca brought him up in the scenario. Um, and you wouldn't think that the NBA wouldn't touch him. They have like a zero tolerance policy for racism. So it would definitely behoove them to discipline him to some degree, because if not, then
Right.
people would be in an uproar, right?
Right.
So I think that, in the same respect, if you're referring to the LGBTQIA community, they have a zero tolerance for that as well. And so if you are coming up there talking about that, they're not going to tolerate. And I think it's all in the same bucket: racism, or if you're, homophobic, or
I agree with
whatever it
that.
is. I
Yeah.
think, and to Ronnie's point, with him saying, like, I think it's
Who the
on a
fuck is
business
Rodney?
move. I mean, Yogi's point. My bad.
Who
On
the fuck
Yogi's
is
point,
Rodney?
it was
Who
the
is
coach. I was talking about
Rodney?
the coach.
Okay.
But to Yogi's point, he should, as a business move, shut up. But I think that's a good thing. Tell us how you really feel, so we know who you really are. Because there's a lot of people who hide their racism or hide something, and they hold people back because of those things. So yeah, get on the internet and tell us who you really are. Because and those people should be removed from any position of power, with that sort of
They
level of
got it right.
discrimination, because it's all the same. It's all the same.
Okay.
So I got a great question. First off, fuck all y'all. All right. So I got a
What,
great.
Rodney? I mean, Yogi. I mean,
I mean, Rodney. Okay.
yeah. See, he gone. See, he already gone. Oh
Nah,
my
but hey,
God. Okay,
man,
okay,
nah.
we back,
All
you back, you back,
bullshit
you back.
aside, business hat on. So let me. This is a great question to pose to the board, right? And we see the dynamic of today's time, right? And I know the answer to this, right? But I want to hear y'all answer. Do you think this device and the apps that you can get on this device is, or I'm not gonna say it was created for it, but it's a way that motherfuckers use that tool to shoot themselves in their own fucking foot.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely.
Especially
yes.
for
Wait a
the
minute. Hold on.
immature.
Let me hear what you're saying. Hold on. Are you saying do you think that the apps are designed to make people make
Let,
themselves look bad?
let me break it down. So
Okay.
we all got social media. We all got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all that good shit, right?
Right.
But and we go, I don't know what y'all see on y'all feeds, but like sometimes it don't even be people I follow and it come on my page. And you got
Mhm.
motherfuckers basically I heard basically using it as a personal diary. I heard Angela Simmons say this shit in a Cam Newton interview, how she uses social media as her personal diary.
Hmm.
Mm,
Mhm.
You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? And
Yeah.
I'm not saying for us, because with our generation, Tyler included, with our generation, we gained a certain level of none of your fucking business about ourselves, right? I'm not finna, like, if I stump my toe, I'm not finna go in there, oh, stump my toe, ouch, I'm going to sleep like Rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I
You
like
should.
that. Yeah,
You should.
But
yeah.
You should.
but
You
Tweet that
should,
right now.
bro.
but like you
Right
see
now.
what I'm saying? Because think about this in the Jaden Ivey situation, right? If you didn't get on your fucking phone, you're still in the NBA. The Bulls going to come up with whatever bullshit excuse they had to say, oh, he just wasn't productive for the team, so we had to let him go. But we all know what the real reason was, right? So if you didn't do that, there's a high possibility that you'll still be in the NBA. If they would have still waived you, there's a possibility you can go get on another team. Now you're fucked. You're blackballed,
Yep.
right?
I know the point.
But
I know the point you're making, Yogi, and you are right. But now I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm the one that said what I said earlier. But I got to be fair, and that's in everything that I do. I always try to see it from both sides of the view, both sides of the frame here. And it's the Bulls have not, as the organization, have not listed that is the reason why they've gotten rid of him.
Mhm.
Uh, they have not listed any reasons for why. And to be quite frank with you, the Bulls are kind of a good team that has a lot of good players, so they probably just didn't have any room on their roster. That could be a possibility. So I don't want to make it seem like the Bulls decided that because he said this is why we did it. So, but as Yogi just said, I
See,
Man,
come
stop
from that.
fucking playing with me, man, on this internet, man.
As Yogi, as Yogi just said,
Fuck you,
uh,
quality.
we know the
Ooh,
real reasons for why. So, I mean,
that's aggressive.
Hey,
you
but
heard him, huh? You heard him, Rich, huh?
Tyler, hey,
Okay.
He
Tyler
said
said
that.
something that made a good point, and I wanted to kind of add something to it.
Hold
So
on.
yes, is
Hold on.
zero.
I'm
What's up?
sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. But me and my partner Google, we close, right?
Who?
The Google.
Good gal.
Yeah, Google. You don't know who
Google.
Google is? Google,
Google.
nigga.
Google.
Yeah.
Google.
The
T being
Chicago.
lost.
Down here, man. Nigga speaking French.
Hey
That
man.
is.
Hey, you don't got Tic
Uh,
Tac? You don't got
That's
Tic
that.
Tac neither? That's
No, I
crazy.
ain't
He
got
said,
Tic
Tic
Tac
Tac, I
either.
heard you.
I
Hey,
heard that one too, Rich. Tic
that
I thought
Tac.
it was
I
ticky
heard. Oh,
tacky.
listen, I love the niggerism. I
Ticky tack.
love the niggerism in the word. I love it. Hey,
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 now look,
I'm being home.
business cap.
Thank
Business
you.
cap.
Thank you.
All right,
Say,
so it says the Chicago Bulls waived guard Jaden Ivey on March 30th, 2026 for conduct detrimental to the team. So they did
that
waive
is.
him for that.
But it didn't have to be that. It could have been some things that he
So
did prior. I'm
hold
not
on, hold
saying
Man,
that you're
on. But no, no,
wrong,
no,
Yogi.
no.
Pause,
I think you're
So,
pause
right,
right
Yogi.
there.
so
I'm not saying that. Go ahead,
my
Rich. What you
question,
saying?
what I was gonna say though, but what why not just suspend us some games? Why couldn't
That's
they have done that?
because
See,
he's not him. That's why.
Okay, because he's not here. Okay.
That's a legitimate reason, right, fellas? He's not fucking him.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, boom. Okay, boom. I'm gonna fuck y'all head up with this one. Josh Giddey, a guard on the Chicago Bulls right now, was accused of rape. That nigga still in the fucking NBA right now.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Damn.
Hey man,
Wow,
I
drop the
heard some
mic.
wise people say, they gonna make exceptions for you when you're good, bro.
They are. They don't give
but
a
Josh
fuck.
Giddey wasn't that good. I mean, he just kind of ascended to the talent that he is. He wasn't that
But
good when he first started.
But you just said it though. He
Well,
ascended
this
to
is all alleged, so they don't really know. This person could be. This could be. He's not
yeah,
convicted, so that's different.
All right, I get you that. All
nigga.
right.
And that's how they playing it right now. That's
Yeah,
just
that's it right there. That's how they
Yeah.
planned it.
Didn't they try to Sean Kobe because the white girl said that he raped her?
right. And he was still playing, and you know how it is for
But you
us
know how
folks.
much scrutiny Kobe went under for that shit?
Yes, because
Josh Giddey
look,
didn't go through shit. He
he
just
didn't
got
have the
traded to
complexion for the
Chicago.
protection.
Damn.
that's
That
it.
is. That is.
Hey,
That is.
drop the mic, nigga.
Yeah, and when you got the complexion for the protection and you good, some people can look the
Listen,
other way for a little while.
hey
Yeah.
man, Larry Bird smoked cigars and drunk beer in the middle of the game. So yeah, yeah, that was
Hey,
At
serious.
Baller.
at
so I had a
halftime.
question. I had a question though. So if you own the company, are you allowing your employees to say whatever they want to say?
Absolutely not.
No,
No,
no, no,
not if it's detrimental to my brand and my
no,
company. No.
no.
Quality, quality. What about you?
I don't know why, man, but I'm different. I've always been different, but I don't
We
feel
know.
like there's any harm in a person. Just because he doesn't like you, don't mean that my company don't support you. We've
So
been
are you with so are so look, the
Yeah,
customer make them
I was gonna
final
ask the
That's
same question.
the customers make that decision. They if they say, hey man, you got somebody to work for you and they saying whoop de whoop, I'm not gonna buy from y'all no more. And
We
your
not
pockets is
supporting your
hurting now.
product no more.
What you gonna do? You just gonna be going weather that storm? You gotta make
okay.
payroll?
And then
Okay, so
quality.
let me
And
say, go ahead,
that
Yogi.
means you're losing money, nigga.
Okay,
Ain't the whole purpose to getting your business is to make money, nigga?
okay.
Listen,
Now I'm finna put it in perspective for you, right, Yogi and TBN. I'm gonna let y'all. My bad, man. I'm stripping. I'm sorry. Shut up, man. Let me finish. Okay, so here we go. Let's say we get a deal behind the podcast, but on this
Mhm.
podcast they say because Yogi uses the word nigger or because Rich uses the word nigger, you can't have them on the podcast. We will give you millions and millions of dollars for you to continue this podcast. You just have to get rid of them.
Can I
Those
answer?
no, shut up. Those two,
Watch your tongue.
those two to me are more valuable than anyone else.
You changed it. You changed
Okay,
it
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
changing.
Yeah, he did.
because I said now your customers,
Hmm.
not no endorsement,
Oh,
not
okay,
no
okay, I
deal.
got you. I
Your
got you.
customers are saying, "Hey, I'm not using your electrical services because you got somebody that works for your company that feels a
Okay.
certain way. So you know what? We're not
Listen,
gonna use you." You start to notice that trend. Hey man, they support woo woo woo. We're not gonna use you or whatever business that you got. Not a sponsor. I'm talking about using customers.
hey,
I can't
I
lie,
have a
man. I don't jump through loops for money. So if I got to
well.
lose the
Listen,
customer, I'm loyal.
hey,
It's me. Maybe I'm
hey,
not the one that should run the business because I know
You're
right now
not.
you should.
Yes,
You're not.
absolutely not.
Listen,
You're not.
I'm running it
listen.
dead to
No.
I
ground
have.
because my friends,
I
my people, all them,
no,
they mean more to me than any dollar
no,
amount.
no, no.
We'll make you chief financial
Listen,
officer, not the
listen,
CEO
brother.
neither.
Listen. I have a food truck. Anybody that works on my food truck, who got the best French fries? If they say McDonald's, take your motherfucking ass down there to McDonald's. Who got the best fries? You do. You goddamn right. So yeah, I'm
All
free.
right,
When they
Shaft.
come to the window, hey, what's good on the truck? Everything. Soon as they ask what's good on the truck, I look at them. They say, oh, everything. Yeah, you goddamn right. Yeah, yeah. You out of here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm
Man,
not. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
putting
not gonna
shit.
lie. I'm not finna risk my brand, my business,
I'm not.
because a motherfucker want to get on the phone and talk.
Yes,
I
yes.
can't relate to that. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
I,
So I
I,
can't
I
I
do,
can't
yeah.
allow that person to crumble down what I've built brick by brick. And I'll be
See,
damned if you let you know what I'm saying? Nah, we not doing
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I do
yeah.
I do think it's now I'll say this quality to your point. I think it's misfortunate that as consumers we choose to spend our money based on how people feel and what they like, what they don't like. I don't like that. Like you got a product, I want to buy the product. I don't care how you feel about whatever. But as consumers, for some reason, we have to think that whoever we buy from supports our political stances, supports our social
Yes,
issues, supports our
yes.
religion. To me, that's dumb and stupid, but that's the world we live in. But I get what you're saying, but that's just not reality. That's how people
And
judge.
you're right.
They don't
It's
buy
not
from you
reality too,
Wait,
man.
why did you think that's dumb and stupid?
because I think if there's a product that you have, you sell T-shirts. Hey, I want to buy the T-shirt. I don't care what you feel about what president's in office. Or I don't care what your religion is. I want to buy the T-shirt. I don't like the fact that I'm not gonna buy the T-shirt from you because you support this person. Like I just want to
That's
wear the
corny.
shirt.
Yeah, that's
Well,
corny.
well, you see kind of what's going on in America right now. I
Yeah,
mean, just
yeah.
think about you buying the shirt from them, you put money in their pocket so then they can sway politicians and get endorsements and stuff that holds you back and puts
I
you
mean,
down.
look. So, like I
And
say, it's
you're
misfortunate
empowering
that
them to
society
do
is
that
like
to you.
that. So,
Yeah.
do you think so? Okay, so that's a larger conversation. Should somebody that does not support your political stances starve?
No, but that's different.
Okay.
Nobody should starve. I don't think anybody should starve no matter what.
So, where
I'm
should their money come from? Only from people that support their politics?
Well, I mean, not only that, but you would think, hopefully, as a consumer, that you would look into where you're spending your money. Because I mean, if you would you go if you knew that the Dollar General up the street was ran the money that they made the KKK was funding the KKK, would you go to that Dollar General and spend your money there?
Yup, because it's close. I'm lazy.
That's
see,
crazy.
So,
hey,
so, so look, but look, this is the thing though. We can only make them assumptions then because where we spend your money somewhere where money's going where it shouldn't be going to begin with. We on cell phones that's being mined by children in Africa. But it's
Yeah,
just
I
what's
got
your
I got
threshold at?
one.
true
I
that.
got
Yeah.
one. Let me show you, T Ben, and I'm finna get you, Tyler. Check it out. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she is a lady, and we were talking about oxtails that a certain food truck sells that are like $100 for three oxtails, right?
uh
Okay.
huh.
All right. Look
What?
at all the eyes that rise when you hear the price of the oxtails.
What do you
But now,
mean?
the interesting thing was this. I asked that same person, would you go to Steak 48 and spend your money with them? And they said yes. Yes, without no covers in it. Yeah, uh-huh. We're foodies. We like to eat food. So that was the person's response. They like to eat food. They're foodies. But here it is that you don't know. Well, like according to what was told to me from the response was that I can go out and buy my own oxtails and get more for the value at $100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We'll
well,
do
isn't that
that.
the same for the steak 48 place? You can go and buy your own steaks and get more for the value of your dollar. So what ultimately ended up happening here was that it was the ancients of the lavishness and all that there of
Mm-hmm.
Steak 48
The
that
experience.
make them come in and
Mm-hmm.
spend their money without questioning the quality of what they're getting. But
You
here it
see
is,
what you get though.
huh?
I say with State Farm there, you see what you're getting. You're getting a view. You
Yeah,
getting
it's the
a wait.
experience.
You getting experience. You getting a
Mm-hmm.
waiter that's gonna be there at your every beck and call. But this nigga here finna give you three oxtails in a styrofoam thing and tell you, hey, go ahead on.
What's
Nah.
the
So
that wasn't an experience that you got from that?
And
yeah,
no,
experience to
nigga.
get fucked over. Yeah, yeah. The
See,
fucking
look how you
yeah,
said it.
yeah,
But now, how many
yeah,
times you
yeah.
have walked
Experience
in
to get
State
fucked up.
48, Rich?
Oh, all the time.
See, I'm
It ain't
talking
fuck.
about.
It's not for me. I'm trying to get a piece of ass at the end of the night. So that's what that's about. We could have went to Jack in the Box for me, but this, yeah, that does her. I'm trying to complete the mission.
Nigga,
I'm
you
on the mission.
stupid.
I ain't lost
What
my.
the
I'm on a
fuck,
mission,
Rich?
brother. I'm sorry. If I'm in state 48, I'm trying to get eight. You understand? I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to get eight. If I'm in state
Come on,
48,
technical
listen.
foul, technical foul on the
I'm
play,
just saying.
man.
No, I'm not. Hey,
Hey, look, just
listen,
put it
man.
on a shirt. Go ahead, put it on a
See,
shirt.
Where the gavel at,
hey,
man? Order the
Hey,
court.
Rich.
I
Order the
wish I
court.
was at home, TB.
Hey,
Oh,
Rich.
I'd
see,
be beating the gavel. Order in the
see.
Hey,
court,
Rich.
man.
Hey,
Order in
Rich.
the
Huh?
court.
Hey,
What?
man. Look, man.
Yeah.
One thing I know, two things for sure. My nigga Rich is
What?
never gonna tell no lies,
So
man.
he ain't gonna
What?
tell
That's what
no
it's for.
lie.
I don't shit. Listen, man. I'm simple. That's for the show. That's yeah, it's for her, not for me. But yeah, man.
She gonna
But you
bite
know
into that.
what?
But bite into
You
that
know,
moist steak and get
I'm
moist. Goddamn.
I'm a flip. I'm a
Anyway.
flip to what you saying, TB, because what you and Tyler talking about because I felt that way when I came when I was studying Islam and I would go in the store and I would see the Arab brothers sell all the shit that they would sell to their people to my people. But I'm supposed to be
Yeah,
the same religion. You see what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
I came across it that way. You know what I'm trying to say? And I had to make a decision like, why do I want to support this? Because you talk this here over here, but you're serving this over here, and you tell me because they non-believers they don't know. But I'm like, you still shouldn't fuck over them if you think you know what I'm trying to say. But that's just I guess I don't know. But you kind of see what
Yeah,
I was saying with that, huh?
it's a tricky thing. Absolutely, man. Like it's like I mentioned, it depends on how far are you willing to go to find out where the money is going and what are your limits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like what are you willing to find out what you're funding if that's the case? You don't know where your money goes to when you got to stop for gas in your car. You don't know what those
nope.
people are doing or what they funding.
But
I
do
mean,
we
if
care?
I guess if it's in your face, you can make a better decision. Like, hey, man, this is who I is. Well, I get it, but at the
Do
same
we care?
time, well, some people do care, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But how far are you willing to go to find out where your money's going?
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta go
you
to work. I
can't
ain't got time.
just, I guess, nickel and dime everything. But I mean, like some intentional purposes, like maybe you're gonna go buy the family car, or maybe you're gonna go buy a house, or maybe you're gonna, make a big purchase.
Yeah,
Definitely, you're gonna do the research, so you might as well say who runs it. What do they support? What is these people about? Who am I finna give $40,000 to? You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Stuff
yeah,
like
I
that.
definitely feel you. Yeah, I understand
But
100%.
Good
getting
point,
gas
bro.
and
I
that
agree.
stuff, the world goes around. You can't nickel and dime that. But the intentional things you can. Where are we gonna go eat? Are we gonna go to 48 or we gonna go to some black owned joint or whatever? I don't know what steak 48 or 45. I don't know.
I
Are
ain't
we
never
gonna go
been
to
there in
like
my life, so I don't know either. So
no?
Tyler. Hey, next time you come to Houston, man, we gonna go.
Man,
since
Man.
y'all going, I ain't going.
Hey, man,
Nah,
make sure
Tyler
Man.
Big
paying.
Yogi pay for it too. Make sure
Nah,
Big Yogi
nah,
pay.
Ty,
Oh yeah,
nah,
big
Tyler paying.
spender, big spender.
Nah, Tyler paying.
hey, they have some. Listen, they have a mean ass set of rolls at Steak 48. They rolls. Oh, they come out the
They
oven
better than
in a little black
Roadhouse.
skillet.
Rich,
Yeah,
Rich.
yeah, yeah.
I ain't try to hear nothing about what Steak 48 got, man. When
And
they
they
finna beat
bring
me
you,
upside the
but
head
you,
with the price.
yeah, they can be, but they
They
bring
better.
you water out of a copper thing that they keep their water in. It's in copper. They put no ice in it. and they just pour it in the glass. Every time they pour it, it's ice cold, and it's just sitting there
Yeah,
in copper. I
Rich,
don't
yeah,
know
that's a
how they do
copper.
that.
Yeah,
Rich, are you
It's just
the
sitting
bullshitting?
copper
cold.
is yeah, that's wild.
I think Rich just
That,
gave
that,
Steak 49 a endorsement here. You need to start getting
yeah.
paid, Rich,
You
before you
can't even
start
But
say
yeah,
the
doing this,
name right.
man. You need to start
well,
getting
that's
paid.
cool. Listen. Listen. Hey, listen. I got a couple can go to State 48. They know what it is. They know what it is.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
All
That's
right, so let's
hilarious.
do this, y'all. We got to keep this show moving, shoot. We done spent a lot
Yeah,
of
we
time
sure
here.
do.
All right,
Yeah.
All
Uh-huh.
right, well,
the
thanks for
first
having me on.
hour.
I'm gonna hop back down.
I'm up
Okay, all
All
right.
next.
We
right,
Hey,
dog.
appreciate
dog,
you for coming
appreciate
on.
you
You
for
know you're
coming
more than
through,
welcome,
baby.
fam.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Peace.
Appreciate you,
Stay
All
Tyler.
right.
48.
Uh-huh.
Stay 48 on you when you come to Houston. All right.
Trout.
Trout.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm up next. It's on me.
Yes.
It's on
It's
you,
on
my
you,
man.
Playboy.
Hey, bro.
Yes, sir. So here we go for lifestyle, man. TB neighborhood brother, and I got a couple topics today that no videos. We just having straight conversation. This part of the show. We always serious, man, but these kind of take a more like it's lifestyle, man. So we talking about all different types of topics, and they are interconnected. So the first topic I want to talk about today is the influence of social media on families. And like I said, open for discussion. What are your thoughts on the influence that it has on families? How is it good? Is it bad? Are you indifferent to it? If it's bad, what can you do to assist to make it better? If it's good, how is it good? And if you're indifferent about it, you don't care. Why you don't care? So the floor is open, fellas. What y'all got on that?
I
I
got it
think
Well,
first. I
go
got it
ahead.
first. Big
Go
dog.
ahead, brother.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man. So I know I talk a lot about social media, you know what I'm saying? But I do understand the the perks that it have, right? Um, we see the perks that they have in music, fashion. It's really a anything you get on is an advertising platform, right? But the bad part is that it's flooded with so much bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And like, if I'm not mistaken, there are no parental controls. You know what I'm saying? As far as your kids being on there and watching it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So the same bullshit that we see, they see too, right?
yeah,
So now we in this generation. Well, think about this, man. When I don't know as far as the family guys on here, but like, when the last time y'all sat at the table and just ate dinner with your family?
last night.
I'm not talking to you, nigga. I know you do it.
All right.
Say,
I know,
say,
I know you do it.
say.
You know what I'm saying? But like that dynamic is gone from the home. And that's because everybody want to be in their own space. You know what I'm saying? They want to do their own thing while they eat. There's no camaraderie within the family no more. And I'm not saying
Mm,
social media plays a part in it, not a major part in it, but you can say a lot of different things plays a part in the social media is one. Because like I said, the same bullshit we see, our kids see. And they see these different, you know what I'm saying, situations or people. Like, it to me, it's a lot of people faking their life, you know what I'm saying, on social media. That's just my opinion, right? You got people on there that's glammed up, thinking they just big balling, living the life, you know what I'm saying, on vacation, but a nigga took you down. You ain't gonna show the nigga, you just gonna show it like you just did it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of faking the funk on there, you know what I'm saying? So like, as far as like the family influence, man, I just, I mean, social media, man. Like I said, it got just good to it, bro. But it's also, I think the bad outweigh the good as far as social media, man, because it's not used in the right spaces anymore. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you don't see too much, you know what I'm saying, happy families on there, you know what I'm saying, promoting like TB and what you got going with your fam. Man, that's a beautiful thing for the world to see. You know what I'm saying? And I see how you do it on your socials, but it's not a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like,
yeah.
man, social media got its good and bad. That's my slab. I don't know. I hope
Man,
I answered the question though.
no, you did, man. And I'll just jump in so I can get mine on out the way. But I think that you you have to be able to control more about how it's accessible and what you look at, like controlling your algorithm. I think if you don't control it, then it's extremely bad. Because it's just kind of like it's like open world, man. You know, it's no telling what you can run across on social media. And then, I don't necessarily have a problem with people showing the good side about life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's okay. But I think that there also needs to be a level of reality. It does not have to be doom and gloom, bad news. But hey, um, it's okay to talk about life in real time. Is something they all the way 100, just to kind of give a perspective. But, or I should say this, giving able to say, hey, day to day, this is what we do day to day, and this is how we get over these kind of hurdles. You know what I'm saying? Aside from always showing the glam. But I think that social media, if you use it, like our daughter, she'll be 7 coming November, so she's 6, so she's not on no social media. There was a time where she'll watch certain things on YouTube, like Tab Time and little stuff like that, PBS Kids. And even then, you got to be careful because some of the ads that pop up or certain things that they say, you know, the conversation may not have been had in your household yet. And you got to be able to answer them questions. And so we had to kind of reel back on some of the screen time, man, because if I used to turn on the camera and my daughter, when the camera come on, she like to get on the camera and dance, do all that stuff. And then when the camera get ready to get off, she said, "Okay, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe." And I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I don't want you saying that already. You're not in the YouTube world, So, but I realize the influence it has on your children, especially at their younger age. So, yeah, man, I think that it can be good if you use it a certain way. If you control the algorithm, who you choose to watch and listen to, that's doing what you kind of want to do or going where you want to go. But if you don't control it, man, it'll ruin things for your family. I really think that it's too many different perspectives being thrown at the same time, and people can't. You be in a bad mood today, you see something that you can relate to, you get hooked on it, and all of a sudden you expect that in your household, and it ain't where it go.
Yep.
So, yeah, part of my slab on my perspective on that.
Well, I think everybody on social media, 80% is active. They're
Mm,
acting out what they want you to see them as, or who they want you to think they are. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really showing you, hey, I'm fucked up. I'm down to my last $3. I'm trying to. You're not gonna get that story. You're gonna get them doing the best because that's how they want you to be seen. Who want to come on there and say I'm fucked up? I'm this. I'm a loser.
right,
I can't get it right. Who want to do that? Everybody gonna come on
right.
there and big themselves up because it's the easiest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm,
at some point, you have to stop lying to yourself. And like you said, I said it before. I say I wished I had a guy control to where at like 9 or 10 o'clock we cut that shit off. We're gonna figure it out, without it. But right now, I can't wing them from it. And the bad thing about it is, you find out who you really are because it
mm,
go where it go wherever you want it to go. You know what I'm trying to say? If you want to know who you are, just go. You might not believe who you are, but yeah, that algorithm and that stuff will tell you who you are, man. And it is who it is, and it is what it is. But part two to that, I'm gonna be the devil advocate for the kids by them growing up in the era with this here in real time is different for them than me. You know what I'm trying to say? Because this was
mm,
introduced to me. You know what I'm saying? They come in
yeah.
the world with all this information. I come in the world with a Webster dictionary, Funky Wagner, encyclopedias, typewriters. We didn't have this advance. See, like my kids, they get instant information. My information had to come from my mama, a teacher. I had to go read and find it if it didn't come on Channel 8. So, but them, they
Yeah,
go
but
right
is
to the thing.
yeah, but
They,
is that a bad thing though, Rich?
no, they becoming cyborgs because that phone is a part of them. They are like a real cyborg. They don't have to think. They don't have to do nothing. And then they got AI now. Shit, all you gotta do is say it in that motherfucker and it happens. So you're becoming the phone is making you its robot because you're doing what you know. So I'm just saying, yeah, you got to be careful. It's a good thing and a bad thing, and we know one thing for sure: if you do too much of anything, it ain't good for you.
Hmm.
That's true.
And that's
It
just a
is.
golden rule. That's just a golden rule on anything. You know what I'm trying to say? Anything is access is no good. You know, so they say do everything in moderation. So, you know. With this social media though, like it being a part of your mind and you can go wherever you want to where shit, they making glasses where you ain't gotta pick your phone up. It's in your eyeball. So
Hmm.
yeah, you becoming the cyborg. You don't know that though, but
You talking about
yeah,
the meta glasses?
yeah, yes, sir. They turn you into a
Yep.
robot. They getting you there
Yep.
slowly but surely.
I'm not gonna
Yep.
lie. I'm not gonna bull crap you, man. I hope Pod Mom is listening to this one though. I want a pair of them glasses. So
I do too.
I
I
hope
Yeah,
do
Pod
yeah,
too.
I
Mom
do too.
listening. I want a pair of them
Yeah, I do
glasses.
too. You know how much them motherfuckers cost?
How much they
About
cost?
350, 350,
About
400.
350, 400.
Oh,
Yep.
well,
Yeah,
now
that,
Pod Mom. Never mind. Never mind.
that's all
You
right.
know how I get
Look,
down.
Cause we
look,
know your ass
you,
cheap.
Yeah, you know how I get down.
hey, you live one day, you live one time, baby, that we
Nah, I'm not
know
doing
of.
it,
So
Rich. Rich, I'm probably
You
I
Quality.
know
got to
how
get
rich
six
coming. You
man to
know
do
how
it.
Nah,
rich coming.
look
Yeah.
though,
what?
quality. I got a great idea for you. You listening? Get your pen and pad. Just some good shit. Go find like a mini camera and your glasses that you got now and tape it on
Oh,
that bitch.
there it is. There it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? And then you got your glasses.
See,
Man, don't laugh at
see,
that shit. Don't laugh at that shit. That shit ain't funny.
see, see, see. So he was
Pop
gonna
mom.
get you
Hey,
back.
hey, hold on.
You
This,
know he
this,
gonna
hold
get you
on.
back.
Look,
This point right here. I think, hold on, we might do the same thing. This point right here. Hold on.
Oh, goddamn. She ordered that bullshit? Oh, my bad,
See,
TV. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
yo, my bad, my bad.
Now
Nah,
check it. So this was earlier, Rich. He was talking about, how the children today they was born into this world where it was introduced to our world.
yeah,
Um, so also this comment right here highlights something that people don't really realize is that this internet, this new world that we live in now is create more depression in the children.
yes,
And that's something that people don't realize because everybody's trying to live up to a certain standard and feel
Yes.
like they got to look a certain way, and they got all these filters and they can change up the photos and the pictures look a certain way, but in real life that's not who they are. And so in real
yeah.
life they don't get that same response, so they wondering why they don't get that response in real life, and they get depressed because they only get it on the internet. You know
and
what I'm
then
saying? And so
my bad, my bad, my bad.
no, you good. That's the point I wanted to make. That's a
And
good
I and
comment.
I and I wanna and I want y'all to catch this thinker. I don't know statistical wise, but you've been seeing a lot more suicides nowadays, right?
Mm,
I feel like the internet plays a part in that because some people
A
can't,
huge part.
you know what I'm saying? Some people can't take the cyberbullying. You know what I'm saying? They post a picture for likes and don't get no likes. That depresses them. That's that new age
Hmm.
shit. I ain't gonna lie, because I don't give a fuck about a like. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, right? But this new age shit, because they were born into it, it's all they fucking know. So if they post a picture and they don't get no likes, that'll send them into a state of depression. The wrong person
Yep.
get on now, you look fat. That'll send them into a state of depression. We come from a generation of sticks and stones. May break my
Yep.
bones. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's different. It's really different.
All right, so let,
'cause-
let me take a dive in on the question because,
Coach.
hey, Coach Pink, how you
hey, Coach
doing?
Payne,
Hey, Coach
You
Ping.
can't
she
hear?
She
can't
can't
hear.
hear us.
Help her
She
out,
had to
yo.
come out and
Tell her,
go
tell
in.
her what you need to do. You got
Hey,
to
Coach
go
Pink,
out and come back in.
go out and come back in, Coach Pink.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna take a dive into here. I completely agree with a lot of what y'all are saying that the social media world has become somewhat of an issue. And Rich said it one time on the show. I want to say it was even last week where his daughter don't even come inside. Y'all can't hear me?
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to see if Coach Pink can hear us.
Oh, okay. Uh let me see. She can't hear. She's over here.
She
Uh oh,
muted.
God. Can y'all still hear me right now?
Yeah, we can
yeah.
hear you.
Yep.
Okay. I'm talking to her on the message. But Rich said it. I want to say last week when he said that his daughter don't even come to the room and ask him the question. She sends him a text message, which is the
Mhm.
same thing that someone else just said too. So that right there is showing you that it's becoming somewhat of an issue because of that. That's the reason, in my opinion, and that right there becomes like it's what I would consider it's a form of laziness, if you will. It's like you're being lazy. Like you can like my daughters do that. My wife even does it. I mean, practically my household. We and because they do it, I have become a part of it because I do it now. I send messages to them via message because I know that that's how they operate. It's probably not the
Nah,
best
I
thing to
can't
do.
hear it.
It's probably not the best thing to do, but it is what I do, and it's somewhat. It's like I say, it's not right, but the suicidal stuff and all that. There, I agree that does have somewhat to do with it, but that's more of our generation of kids, and we didn't have that back in our day because we were stronger minded, but stronger minded because we didn't have the same things to influence us, such as the social media world and stuff like that. We didn't have those type of influences. So if let's say, if I wore a pair of shoes that wasn't that popular, well, the kids at the school talked about me. Okay, I got over that, but it wasn't the whole world. See, if you wear them
Hmm.
now in this on social media, the whole world now has a chance to attack you for those particular situations. For me, we didn't have that. Like, and I don't know. I know a lot of y'all, but I was somewhat of a bad kid. So if you said too
Yeah,
much, I probably would
I'm
beat you
punching
up.
your mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna punch
Yeah,
you in
I
your
probably
mouth.
beat you up. So
Hmm.
it referred.
Yeah.
It made you not want to say things to me because of that. So if I had a hole in my pants or if my shoes wasn't the popular one, you wouldn't gonna come and say it to me. And that's part of
I would have
the,
said it to
the
you.
the weak generation that we're dealing with today because they don't know that about themselves. That's you can be you can have those things like like today in today's world, like right now, I don't give a damn what I wear. I don't have nothing name brand. Rich gonna walk around me with all his Gucci and everything I
Sure.
got come out
Yeah.
of
Here I am.
everything I own come out of Marshall or Target or something like that.
A
Tarzan.
See?
Burlington, a Burlington. Don't forget about Burlington.
I
Hey,
guess Burlington
Do
hey,
get
not
you.
forget about
Brothers
it.
and Five. Y'all tripping. Brothers and
I
Five.
ain't tripping. No, I ain't tripping. Shit,
Brothers and
I'm
Five.
at Burlington.
I'm gonna
I
Hey,
go
but
get me a clean ass jacket from Burlington. Brothers be having them good old, you know what I'm
say,
saying?
man.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it does.
And
It,
that
it
comment
blocks.
that just hit the screen, that's true too. I don't mean to interrupt you, T-Ben, but that
No, you
comment that
good.
just hit the screen, that one right there,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I wanted to touch
These
on.
kids
That's the
don't even know
point.
how to talk to each other because of the social media. So it's a problem.
And then you
They
got
don't. It's a
rappers making songs about sliding the DM and shit.
well,
Mm,
think about it. You lose the human connection, and people like
yes.
all
Yeah.
connection is through a screen. And even if like
Coming to
I made a
sophomore.
point a couple years ago, man. Like, man, you got about if you're having a disagreement with somebody, you got about 5 to 10 comments in before it get disrespectful. People
Mhm.
immediately go to disrespect, and I'm like, I don't understand how because in one on one, when you talking to somebody face to face, you don't do that. When you having a
Mm-mm.
conversation, you don't just immediately go to call people dumb and stupid to their face. You don't move like that. But the internet is that buffer to where you can say what you want to say because you close the app down. That person live in a whole other state, other side of town, or whatever have you. You ain't never got to never see them. So you don't have that feeling of I can't that human eye to eye contact. So in a family, people don't know how to communicate no more because everything is through this internet buffer. It's all digital, and I think that's a problem.
Okay.
There we go. Can you hear us now, Coach Pete?
I can hear you. I switched from my iPad, well, my MacBook to my iPad, so I hear
Told you,
y'all
I told
now.
you, them iPads is the truth. Y'all sleep on them. I do all
See?
my podcasting from this iPad. Leave me alone.
See?
Hey man, I just want
But
to say this though, because I heard T being in quiet to touch on these points about us being in the same house and texting each other.
I don't
You
hear
don't
what my boy
know
Yogi saying though,
you
but I
you
heard T Ben.
Oh, you can't hear
I heard
me?
Quality laughing.
Okay, can you
I
hear
can hear
Rich?
you,
Yeah,
Yogi.
yeah.
Do a
I'm
You
a
hear
sound
me?
check, Rich.
Yogi, I hear
Hey,
you.
baby.
Okay,
I hear
okay,
y'all.
yeah. I want
okay.
everybody to hear me though. Do I need to go out and come back in?
No,
Can you
go.
hear him, Coach Pink?
Yes, I can hear now.
Okay.
You can hear Yogi.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So like T Ben and Quality, like they said this point about being in the same household and texting each other. I just want to say, nigga, you don't know how much joy I got out of going to my mama room, busting in her room and fucking with her. That shit was fun.
Yeah.
I get cussed out, like, get your fat ass out, boy, but
But
still did
See,
it.
that ain't
now,
fun.
It's
now,
just that
let
human
me help you
interaction.
out.
Nah, I still did
Now,
it.
hold on. Let me help you out what you're saying. What we talked about, we lose in the human reaction. The kids today are not going to be mentally tougher than we were
Exactly.
because our
Exactly.
parents
Yeah,
abused us like that. And
yeah.
it's not
Yes.
abuse, but yeah, she gonna tell you, get your fat ass out of here. My
But
mom,
it's
get your
real.
little ugly ass out of here, boy. They gonna say that. So when you go in the real world and you hear this,
It don't
it's
even
not
bother
like a
you.
shot. Yeah.
It don't
But
even
if you
fucking
ain't
bother you.
never got told that, you go there and be like, oh man, he said I'm this. But at home, back in the gap, they gonna say, boy, sit your little retarded ass down. Sit your little what
Hey, hey,
they just gonna
We
go
got we
in
got
on the
that in
stuff.
school. See, we
hey,
You
got
know
that
hey,
what
in
I'm
Rich.
school
saying?
growing up.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Rich.
Yeah.
Rich. I'm a piggyback
And it didn't
on
bother
off the.
me.
I'm a piggyback on the piggyback. We didn't had a lot of conversations in the past about, oh man, you could tell he was raised in a single mother household. Man, my
Mm.
father died when I was the age of 13 years old, which means I had to do a lot of growing up without my father. I was with my mom. My mama wasn't no. Boy, get your fat ass on somewhere, my man. My
Yep.
mama, she let me have it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where my thinking was at that point, but I understood the assignment. I ain't got my pops. My mama don't want no soft ass boy out here, so my mama gonna handle me how I need. I knew we came out of a place of love. As crazy as that fucking sounds, but I
Hmm.
knew we came out of a place of love. Anytime I fucked up, my mama whooped my ass.
Hey,
Nah, I'm not letting you slide with this bullshit. You gonna and it taught me lessons, which
what?
made the man I am today. And who the fuck is Rodney? That's all I want to know.
See. Now I'm with you, brother. I was fucked up when I was coming up. I'm just going straight up. I was what? What? Man, listen. I wasn't finna do right. I wasn't finna sit down. I wasn't finna do nothing. I'm gonna get fussed at the whole time. Yes, that's how it was. My mom already knew. And like you say, though I'm when my mother knew, they was tough women. You know what I'm trying to say? And she knew, she tell all her friends, you can like if somebody come to me and say, oh, won't you sit down? You did, I'm finna fuck over them. So they say, oh, you ain't, yeah. My mama said, you gotta talk to him where he understands. Sit your goddamn ass down for listen. She be gritting them teeth. I know she's serious a little bit. I'm gonna sit there,
Man,
chill. 30 minutes, 10 minutes later, I'm back on. God damn. So some kids you just couldn't, I was
yeah.
one. If you say, no, don't do that, stop it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
on your ass.
I'm gonna run over you.
Yeah, I'm on your ass.
You just, I'm gonna run that red light. You ain't cuss me. You ain't threatened my life. Oh
I'm,
man, I'm
I'm
cool.
tell you,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one lady Cole in my life, man. My granny.
I
My
was just gonna
granny,
say,
man, hey man, my granny went hard to where she had it to where nigga, my grandma look over them glasses, nigga, you got
that's
some
it.
act right. You got some
That's
act
it.
right, nigga.
That was
Yeah.
it. Grandma, she got the ultimate respect, but everybody else, they had to earn it. But
Yeah, for
grandma,
sure.
mm-mm. I didn't
Bro,
ever want
Yogi,
my
you heard
grandma
you,
to look at me like that.
Yogi, you heard that video I listened to you with my grandma giving a story about
Yeah, that shit was
hierarchy
funny.
talk.
Yeah, yeah, that shit
Hey,
was
my grandma will
hey
cut you
bro.
out in a
Yeah,
New
bro.
York minute.
I'm watching that video, man, and I'm like, God, I'm reminiscing because damn, it sound like my grandma, man.
Who?
Hey man. Hey, my grandma
Hey,
something else. I was talking about grandma yesterday, as a matter of fact. My granny
that
something
shit,
else, man.
that shit was funny, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I watched the whole video and I enjoyed the whole story, man. I promise, bro. Oh man, that
See,
shit was
that's
classic.
a good thing. That's a good thing.
Hey, Coach Pink, were you able to catch the topic of which we talking about right now?
Did I catch the topic what y'all are talking about?
Uh-huh.
I can't hear Yogi, but I could hear what everybody else is saying, and I wish
It
I
Okay.
could
should be
hear
on the
what they
screen.
saying.
It should be on the screen.
All
The
right,
influence of social media on
I'm gonna
families.
leave out and come back
And
in.
yeah, Yogi
Oh,
gonna come out and come back in so you can hear him. And
okay,
that's what kind of happens, Coach Pink. If you can't hear, or we can't hear you, or you can't
We
hear,
go, yeah,
just
go out,
go
come in.
out and then come back in.
okay,
So if you ever have that problem again. But yeah,
okay.
the topic is on the screen. I just wanted to get your opinion of what you thought about it.
Well, for my family, on my side, we're not really big on social media. Like my parents have no social media interactions at all. Um, they've never been one to be on social media. Yeah, my dad barely even he could have the phone and the phone ring, he still don't answer, looking at the phone.
See,
He's still old school, and
Sound like quiet.
that's how they interact, old school. So they don't worry
the
about the
old law.
social media about who's
Yeah, the
saying
old law.
what and what's saying what. But I know how Rich was talking about his mom got to grind her teeth for to get his attention. My dad, he had to get my dad, he give that look, and we knew when he give that look, he gonna take your soul giving you from that look. So we knew that when daddy look at you, don't play. He's serious. So if he give you that look, don't play. And that passed on with us. So when I look at the kids in school and I give them that look, they know, okay, she not playing with us. She about to read us our rights and take our life away just by looking at us.
See,
So yeah, social media for us, it's our generation that really got into social media, but we don't even get into it like that to let it affect us. Because I wasn't one to be on social media in the beginning. I'm only on it now because of the work that I do. And I
Mhm.
have to actually really get into it because I really didn't want to get into it because I know people post what they want you to believe, not what it really is actually going on.
yeah,
So I just take it with a grain of salt. You're gonna post what people want you to believe. In reality, what they hiding. And I've seen a lot of people who pretend to act like they happy, had the best life, when I seen them in real life. And I said, oh, okay.
yeah. Hey, and you know what's sad, y'all? My daddy is on social media right now. He might be watching the show. Daddy, if you watching the show, hey, do your thing, man. But listen, he's my daddy saw
Triple
me
OG.
when I put my picture up there, me in the pool pit. My daddy called me the next day and say, "Hey, something you want to talk about that shit?" I said, "No, Dad." He said, man, look, man, yeah, man, I saw you in the pulpit. You preaching?" I said, "No, I'm not preaching, Daddy." He said, "Man, yeah, you doing something." He's so my dad is so fucking Creole. You can't understand nothing they talking about. But he was just asking. He saw that, so I know he be on social media because he always bring up something that's on social media that I done. I be like, damn, I never would thought. But
You clocking
he's,
me.
but you know what though? He keep up with the family like that. He see the grandkids. He see everything because you put it up. He just look. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But I never would think that. If you asked me back when I had my first MySpace, was my daddy gonna be on the internet? I'd have been like, hell no. But that
But see,
Negro was there.
that's one of the good things you can say about it right there.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
Yeah.
thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, my grandma looking me upside my head like I had shit on my head. If I say, "Grandma, let me make you a Facebook,"
See?
what? Then she gonna look at me over them glasses. And then I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
all right, Granny, you got it. I don't want no smoke, baby.
My old man, listen, man. I love my old man to be on there. That man, that's crazy for real.
That's some good stuff there, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey,
So where
He
you
got
going,
another.
T Ben? You going to your next one?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Any last thoughts on that? Because this next one is the one I really want to get into, man. I think
Okay.
it's
Go
super
ahead.
important.
Let's
Any
get it.
last thoughts on that? We good?
Good to
We
go.
good.
Yes,
All
sir.
Let's
right.
get it.
All right. So check it out. The next topic is going to be about survival, and I wanted to bring this topic up because, man, and this is not to be not no scare tactics to evoke fear. It's just about being prepared because you never know what can happen. So I've been paying attention to geopolitics, man, for the last few months, several months, up until mid last year, just kind of really paying attention to what's going on in the world. And even when we had Hurricane Harvey and different storms that we have, survival is important, and to know, you know, primarily just as humans, you have to be able to know how to get through tough situations. But especially us, fathers and husbands, that we have to provide for our families, and knowing when things get tough, we have to know how to do certain things. And so I wanted to bring up the topic about survival and having a survival kit, certain things that you want to know how to do. Y'all take on certain things. What do y'all do to be prepared for disasters? If there's ever a shortage, if there's a power outage, if you need to be able to build a fire, if you got to be able to navigate, what do you use? What do you have? And so I just want to start off by saying I would recommend that everybody get them a 72-hour emergency bag. You can purchase them. They got some that are pretty cheap, from maybe $50. I got one that I paid $500 for this one.
Damn, give me $1.
I paid $500. This was years ago. I don't know if it's upside down or not, but
It
it's
is. It's
Uncharted
upside down.
Supply Co. My camera's backwards. But in this kit right here, I'm gonna go real quick. I ain't gonna be long. So for one, it's a backpack that you wear, which you know what I'm saying? You walk around with it. Now also, it's an insert, right? So this bag itself can be used as a flotation device if I ever needed that for, right? But if I pull this out, so this right here can be used as a flotation device. This comes out, this is an insert. In this thing right here, you got for warmth, so like you got like a tent inside of here, how the what you need to build a fire, so like flint, shelter. You got things that heat you up, a water filter. You got hand crank radios. It's all kind of things that you may need. Food, if you need food supply for a water source, right? Uh, we got a knife, all kind of stuff in there, right? But the point is that you never know when you're gonna need to have to be able to survive outside of your comfort zone. And I think it's important that we think about these things before it get too serious and it's too late. So I want to open up the floor about ways that you know how to survive, things that you can bring to the table, what you want to learn, and we can go from there with the conversation, fellas. So and ladies, so I open it up. Let's have a talk about survival. Where y'all at?
Listen, I please let me go first, y'all,
Go
because
ahead.
I didn't live a long time, so I didn't survive. But let me tell you something, T-Ben. That fancy bag you got, my brother, that's real nice. But let me tell you what God loves. You don't need nothing but one thing to survive if it's a disaster.
Pocket
Find you
Rocket
a
Larry.
no, find a crackhead. They know how to make it. I wouldn't give. Listen to me, y'all. Y'all fuck that. Y'all not listening to me. When they had the flood, we lost power, everything.
Oh my
I
god.
was sitting there looking crazy, and Doodoo came over, the crackhead. He said, "What's wrong?" I said, "We ain't got no lights." He said, "Shit, you got all this daylight." I said, "Well, shit, what we gonna get that food out the refrigerator?" Listen, we barbecued all the food. They went broke in the
We did
liquor
too.
store and brought the liquor
Mhm.
over there that they stole out the liquor store. We had food. Listen, man.
That's
That
When
really
you
insane.
talking about survival, listen, man. Do you understand?
Oh
I
my god.
allegedly listen. I allegedly sold crack in the '80s in a house with no electricity,
that nigga
no
said
running
allegedly.
water. No running water,
Allegedly.
no nothing. I can survive with net. Listen, man. Listen, I was blessed to grow up when you had to survive. And I'm telling you the truth. We're in a house with no electricity, no water. We can make it. Listen, we can make it, man. We barbecued every day. You don't listen. You have an instinct that's gonna kick in, but a dope fiend, that's all you need. You can make it. I ain't lying. Get you one crackhead. I promise you. You're not gonna. because they already living
Correct.
off the land. They know where everything at, and they know how to get around the system because they live outside the system. So that's what I'm beyond. I'm like, yeah, I like your bag, but I'm telling you, T man,
Hey,
listen,
it ain't about this bag. It's about you having an emergency kit, a first aid kit, things that you
I,
may need. So aside from this fancy bag that you call it fancy,
it's a
the
fancy
point
bag.
is
Shit,
the point is in times of need, depending on where you at, depends on what you're gonna have to be able to do.
listen, I drove from the north side to Sugarland on $5 worth of gas. That line was so long in Sugar Line. That was the only place that had gas. I don't know how I got there. Maybe it had to be Jesus, but I got there. When
You
I
got
got
there.
there, what? And guess what? I pull in and I run smack out of gas. And the line going all the way around the corner.
God,
And let me tell you,
Oh my
I,
you
God, Rich.
lying, bro.
I'm not lying. The white man had a Jeep that loading up a bunch of shit. He saw my car stop. That white man told him, "Hey, we finna get him some gas. He out of gas right now." They pushed my car up there. Listen, T man, them white people had to pump on. Fuck going pay, just pump. They filled my car up and told me to go and go. I was like, damn, I got a full tank and the yeah. I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, survival. I'm telling you, I was so scared when I passed up Sharpstown and that gas light kept blinking. I said, "Oh shit!" But I kept going. Hey, listen, listen. But survival, the way you survive, T, if you gotta think it through. Because if you think and whatever you got around you, you use it, you're gonna make it. Because I'm telling you, when it flooded that year and all that water rushed up in my house and we had no power, nothing for a couple of days, I had to figure it out. Because I'm talking about I had a foot of water in my house. I'm talking about it was just so terrible. And then when it went down, when couldn't get no gas, couldn't get nothing. So I understand what the survival is. You know what I'm saying? My survival skills pretty sharp, but I like that fancy bag. I'm telling you, all you need is a dope fiend though. I'm gonna park my slab. That's all you need is one crackhead. One.
Hey,
He'll save everybody. Trust me. If
this nigga
I
got me
was there,
crying, dog.
I'm just saying, hey,
This nigga
hey,
got me crying, dog.
think
I,
about it. In the
I
80s,
can't
in a
lie.
house with no electricity, no water, I learned to survive. Noodles, no pack. Cereal, no milk.
No merc.
Yeah, no milk. Powder milk. Water. Yeah, nigga, that's what we did. That's surviving. I understand. That's me, nigga. Surviving. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, T-Bid, T-Bid. All
This
right, all right, Rich.
nigga rich, man.
Gas, no
I'm finna
leave.
take us back
Gas,
to
no
the
leave.
original point, T-Bid. Let me see. Let me see. As far like disaster wise, you never know what disaster come in and when it comes in. So that's always going to be an issue within itself. But I'm not gonna lie. That wife of mine, she's a real gadgety type of woman. So she buys a lot of little gadgets and stuff like that, and little things that we can utilize and stuff like that, and things that I utilize. But I think I'm more on the something similar to Rich, but not, I guess, at that extreme measurement. But like I grow my own food. I can grow my own food. Things like that. I have a garden, and I like the garden. Your first aid kit. I have plants and stuff that operate as medicine, opposed to naturally going and to get the actual medicine. So, and then of course too, knowledge. Knowledge plays a big part in it, because some of the things that you use on a daily usage can, like, for instance, you drink alcohol. Well, there's your alcohol. You get what I'm saying? To clean your sores and things of that nature, if you have cuts or wounds or something. So a lot of it has to do with knowledge, but a good chunk of it has to do with like your kid is actual. I like when you said the thing can go off into a raft. I think you had me beat right
Yeah,
there.
it's a
'Cause
it's a flotation. It's a flotation device too.
yeah, see, you got me beat there. And now that I know
It's
that,
it's
I
an
can promise.
investment. It's an investment.
But look, I'm gonna show you how crazy this is. The old part, mom. I promise you, she finna go look. Trust me. I ain't
She
lying to you,
looking. She
T-Ben.
looking now.
Yeah, when you say stuff like that, she will literally go find.
She
Like, well, let
looking
me
Well,
see
the
if I
now.
can
brand, the
find me
brand
one of those.
is if you put in uncharted supply code, that's so I don't know what the website. I got this back in like 2019 around that time, right
Mm-hmm.
before COVID, I want to say. Um, and yeah. So it's but it's tons of different emergency
Yeah,
bags that
different
you can
measurements
get.
of it that you can
Because
get.
so
Yeah.
the thing is, you never know when you gotta put your bag on and you gotta go somewhere.
Right.
You never know where you might end up at. You never know if you might not be in the comfort of your home. You
Exactly.
just
How
never
much
know
can
where
I
you're gonna
take
be
with
at.
me?
Right. You
Right,
don't know
right,
if you gotta determine what's north from south, east to west. You gotta know how to find these things out depending on what's going on. And you just never know. And just it's about being prepared because
right.
the last thing you want to do is to be a sitting duck, where you don't have no plan. You can't contact nobody. You don't know where you can go, who you can a rendezvous point. These things are
Sure.
just to think about because you just never know what can happen. We would like to think that life is going to be good how it is every day we've been living, but hey, some it's places right now on the earth where it changes depending on what's going on with geopolitics, depending on what's going on with the environment, whether it's economic or whatever. So you just can never be, you don't want to be unprepared. Of course, having yourself a weapon and not having so many weapons that you can't carry them. Some people think you got
Right.
to have a whole arsenal when you might not be able to carry all the weapons. It become a
Right.
liability for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's just things to think about.
You know something, T-Man? I watch a show that brought this point up that you're talking about. That show where they underground. What I mean is, Jesse, this dude, he built his friend base off of what you're talking about. One was a nurse, one was a hunter, one was
Hmm.
a homemaker, one was a mid nurse. He only had eight
Survival.
people, and he had a bunker. And he said he would
Hmm.
find if something happened, them eight got to get together because they could make it because each one of them had a skill. You see
Survival
what I'm
by
trying to
There
say?
you
committee.
go.
So
That's a
so
plan.
I saw that on the show and he did it and it worked. They made it through, right? But it was paradise. That's the name of the show. But that was a hell of an idea for him to even think of that. He
It
made
is.
every one of his friends had a skill. He told them that when they
Yeah.
got in the bunker, each one of us got a skill. So he asked each one of them, and they told, and it was like, okay, one was good with electronics, one was good with medicine, the nurse lady. Then he had one good with building. He had a guy that could build anything, and they all came together and they made it, man. But that was a smart idea. Get you a
That is
group,
smart.
yeah, get a base group
That's
to if
very
something go
smart.
down. Yeah, we know who can do what, and we good. So
That's
that
very
that that
smart.
yeah,
Survival
that
by
was very smart.
committee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they had a bunker where to go to. They had a spot that they would meet up, and when they meet, they would know. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. But that's go to your point. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I'm talking to Slab. I just remember that when you said
That's
that.
that's a good
I
that's a
thought that
that's
was
a
sharp.
very good point you brought up because that's something that I want to
Yeah,
incorporate. Reaching out to people, just making sure that we all understand. Hey, if this happened, this is how
yeah,
we meet up. At you good with that?
yeah,
I'm good with this, and we
yeah,
can.
yeah,
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 that's super important. Yeah, I never
Hey
yeah.
even thought
quality.
about that.
Hey quality.
See,
I'll be the
That's good to
flotation
know.
device.
yeah, because
I think that's I like that you have your bag.
Hmm.
I'm like quality, like his wife. When I see things, I want to go get
Mm-hmm.
things, and I'm making sure that we set. My husband, who's military, he always ready. So
Oh,
I'm
let me show you
blessed to
something. Keep
have
going.
a
Keep talking.
military husband because I know survival time he gonna have us ready. And
Right.
when we had the freeze and everything shut down, we were taken care of. When we had no water, he went to the pool, got the water, put in the toilet. He was able to change the water from stuff to have us to drink. He did. I mean, he did all this kind of stuff for us to be able to survive. And we also barbecued the
Mm.
food from the freezer with the neighbors and all that. But I also keep a bag in my vehicle where I have tennis shoes, boots. I have a change of
Y'all think I'll be
clothes.
playing?
Oh, yeah, I have a
Y'all think I'll be
backpack like
playing?
that, but mine is pink. I have my
Yeah, I'll be
bag.
playing.
I have my
God damn.
bag. in case
Yeah, I don't know
for
your plans.
when I need to go somewhere. I
Hold on.
have the stuff, equipment in case something happen. If I have to flick a light, if I need somebody,
I,
SOS. I have all those kind of things.
can
Oh,
I ask a
you are not
question?
playing.
Yeah,
Can I
these
ask
is
you a
waders.
question?
So
I
when
want
it
to ask.
flooded, I was able to walk through that flood water because I had these waders.
I want to
Yeah,
ask
I
Wow.
you a
only playing.
question, T Man. T
Yeah,
Man,
what's up?
you
Yeah, what's up? I'm listening.
li- you are prepared to evacuate if something happened. That's what that's for. Because you got the backpacks and the boat. I'm asking because like what I'm saying that is because me, I'm older. I anchor down. Instead of buying that, I bought like generators, pumps. I bought shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff to
A
keep the
generator, a
house going.
generator, a generator is what I need next. But the
You know what
time
I'm
what
saying?
I haven't had time to buy one, opportunity to buy one yet.
Uh
But
huh.
like this right here, I got during Hurricane Harvey because we was helping out people that needed help. So I had to get some waiters, and
Yeah.
I'm never getting rid of them. But this bag was
Yeah.
given to me actually as a gift. And it has blankets in and all kind of stuff. A water canteen if I need it. But yeah, if
Hmm.
there's ever a time where we gotta walk, or if I get my car, we can get somewhere, and then we gotta get to walking. I want to make sure we got something I can carry. So that's why
Do
I
you
have it.
keep that? Do you keep that in your vehicle?
I keep this one in the vehicle. Depends on what I got going on,
Okay.
what's going on in the
Okay.
world at the time.
Do anybody do anybody keep their car filled up at night? Remember, Yogi, we was on Friday. Remember, I said when I leave, I got to go fill my car because they have enough gas in it. Remember, I was
Yep.
saying that. So
Hmm.
I'm just saying, do anybody do that? That's something to do because if something go down overnight, how about the gas pumps and all that out? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be
Yeah.
saying I fill up. I keep something over here filled up. You know what I'm saying? So in case it go down, I got one vehicle on funky. You know. So yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah,
I need
storing
to
fuel.
start
And
probably
one
doing
thing
better
about
at
me,
that, Rich.
is I'm never not gonna live next to a body of water.
Huh?
Mm-mm.
I'm always gonna live next to a body of water.
Okay.
Like when we next to Galveston to the Gulf, we not by Galveston because
Yeah.
you can eat fish. You always gonna
Yes.
have food source. I'm always gonna
Yes.
be next to a body of water.
Yeah.
I don't want to be landlocked.
Okay. Okay.
True. True.
That's good.
That's something that I think I like that one too, T Ben. What's the saying? You give a man the fish or something of that nature, but if you give him the knowledge to know how to catch his own food, then at
Yeah,
that particular
You
moment,
Yeah.
that
give
man becomes more
you
resourceful.
give him you give him a fish.
Yeah, that's
He can
good.
eat. He can eat for
I
a
like
day.
what you're
You
working
teach him
with,
how to
T
fish.
Man.
He can eat for a
I'm gonna
lifetime.
I'm gonna search that up
Right.
too. Mm-hmm.
what was that, sis?
I like what you got there. I'm gonna search it up. I'm gonna try to see if I can find me a pink bag.
Yeah, yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
all
yeah,
you need,
yeah. You definitely can find one. Yeah,
if
Mm-hmm.
you don't find
Yeah.
that, get you some gray tape, get you some duct tape,
Got
get
that.
your get your screwdriver and some
Got
zip
that.
ties. That's
Got
all
that.
they had on. That's all they had when they went to the moon. I
But
know we
that's
can
not
make it
gonna
from
work,
there.
Rich. It's not gonna be pink. She got to have it in pink. It don't. I
Oh,
mean,
there
come
it
on
is.
now.
Well, there it
I
is.
have this.
That is. That is.
I also
That
have
is.
this link. I have a link to this survival guide book that you can download a PDF. It's like $15, but it
Uh-huh.
shows you all these different things that you can use and that you can get to be prepared depending on where you at. It's very very resourceful. But I'll make
And you
sure
said
I'll
what
get y'all
is
the
it?
link for it. It's a book. It's an ebook that you can download and print out if you need it,
What's
or
it
have it
called?
on your phone. I have to see the link. I'll put it.
Okay.
I'll put it up here.
Okay.
Let me put it right here. Hold on.
Okay.
Anything else on this
But
topic?
that was it for me, y'all. I wanted to
I
have a
I
Uh
like
discussion about
that. I
survival.
like that.
You know what I'm
oh.
saying? And
Okay.
if anybody want to add anything, please feel free. But I think that's an important conversation to have. Understanding what's going on in the world, I would advise everybody to pay attention to what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah. Yes.
Just to because you don't want look. I don't mind bad news. I just don't like bad surprises. I want to be able to prepare for something, and you just never know. You just never know.
You
I,
never
I
know.
I think T being what you just did, you may not recognize. Well, I know you recognize it because you knew what you were doing. You knew the angle that you were going when you did this, but you really put a lot of people in perspective about You never know. Like you just said, what can happen. Right now, we're at war with a country,
Yes.
and we set up here and threw bombs at that country. You don't think that country want to throw some bombs back over here?
But you know
Right.
what? Here go the thing. So, and man, I didn't want to go too far into it because I'll go all night talking about it. But I'll say this: it's not even always about them throwing bombs at us. It's about who they choose to attack and how that affects us down the line. Because everybody has a relationship with somebody, and we depend on certain countries, certain things, and there's certain relationships
Mm-hmm.
that we have. And like,
Gas
look,
prices.
hopefully
Mm-hmm.
gas prices, food shortages,
Uh-huh.
fertilizer. I just hope and pray that everything can go back to normal. That's what I want to
Right.
have happen. I want it to be no issues.
What's
But
normal?
hey, man,
What's normal?
but look, tomorrow ain't promised nobody, so we don't know what can change. And
True.
look,
True.
it's kind of like they say, when the white man catch the flu, we get pneumonia. I know
Yep.
y'all done heard that being said before.
Hell yeah.
So when
Yes.
it flows downstream, hey man, you gotta at least know how to have some kind of wits about yourself, how to be able to survive and grow food, or how to navigate, how to get through certain tough times. So just a reminder that hey man, pay attention, be prepared.
You're right.
It's never too late and never too early.
You're right.
So Yogi, fellas, it's Women History Month, y'all. It's Women History Month, and I thought that was gonna be the last show next week, but this is the last one because the day is the 31st, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All day long.
Okay. It's still Women's Month. I mean, we have one day left. Why not? You ready?
Always ready.
My intro, and then we go. Hey, welcome to
Oh,
the Quiet Storm
oh,
with
smooth
Rudy.
ass nigga.
Hey, welcome to the Quiet Storm with your rich Uncle Pennybag. Now we ready. Hey,
Was the
y'all.
first black woman to
Hey,
win
once
Wimbledon,
again,
yet she was
we here.
banned from using tennis clubs reserved for whites.
Okay, I'll go then since you did. Hey, once again, like I say, it's Women's History Month, and this is the last day. And why not? I want to highlight a woman, a female, and I'm gonna talk about some black excellence. Roll it, Yoki. You can roll it.
Was the first black woman to win Wimbledon, yet she was banned from using tennis clubs reserved for whites. Her name, Althea Gibson. She was born poor, very poor. In an America where tennis wasn't a sport, it was a closed club, not for girls, and even less for black girls. The courts were forbidden to her, the locker rooms closed, the stairs heavy. She wasn't invited. She was tolerated, barely. But Althea had something no one could take from her: power. Every shot was an answer. Every victory a refusal to disappear. They booed her, they ignored her. Even when she won, they didn't celebrate her. And yet, she kept going. 1956. Althea Gibson wins the US Open. 1957. She wins Wimbledon. 1958. She does it again, the first black woman to dominate world tennis. But the hardest part wasn't winning. It was standing alone at the top. No sponsors, no recognition, no security. She opened the door, but she wasn't always allowed to stay inside. If today Serena and Venus can reign, it's because Althea Gibson walked alone onto a hostile court. She didn't just win trophies. She created a future. And sometimes the greatest legends are the ones who weren't applauded enough. She was the first black woman.
Wow. I don't know if fellas and Miss Pink, I don't know if y'all knew anything about her, but my first introduction was the girl from Houston, Zena Garrison, and then
Mm-hmm.
then it was the two girls from Compton, Venus and Serena, and I didn't even know about Althea Gibson. Let me say something about her. She was an American tennis player, and guess what else? She was a professional golfer. She did two things. She was a professional tennis player and one of the first black female professional golfers. They didn't say if she won any accolades in golf, but she was a professional golfer and a tennis player. She won the Grand Slam, the French Open. Then she went and won Wimbledon, the U.S. Nationals, and the Opens, both in '58. She was voted Female Athlete of the Year by Associated Press in both years. She also won 11 Grand Slam titles, five singles, five double titles, mixed doubles. She is one of the greatest players to ever live, said Bob Riley, a tennis coach and former coach of Venus and Serena. Uh, he said neither one of them would ever be able to touch her. He don't think the Williams sisters could beat her. She was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in '71. When she stopped playing tennis, she was dead broke, no money. She said the game she loved, she paid it for free, but she broke so many barriers. She was a child of some slaves that shook hands with the queen after winning Wimbledon. And so once it was over, you know what she did? She went into acting and and doing plays to make money. Then
Mm.
after that, she went and taught tennis in school to make money. I'm like, when we talk black excellence, when you're a black person, man, you have to have more than just what you have.
Yep.
The other night, I'm gonna swing a little left, but I'm gonna come right back. The other night, I was watching Versus, and I saw Jamie Foxx come out on Versus, and he was singing with the R&B guys. And I had to think, this nigga was a comedian playing Wonder. Then he's an actor, but the nigga can also sing like taking. I'm like, you know how talented you gotta be to be three things? You a singer, an actor, and a comedian. This lady was a golfer, had to teach herself to play golf. Then she was a tennis player. She was 6 foot, 6'1" or 6 foot. Then she had to learn to act. I mean, excellence is a small word for the people that we be covering. Because shit. I ask myself every time I do this, am I doing enough?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Am I doing
Mm.
enough? How I'm tired. This woman is saying, what? I played and stopped and didn't have no money. How you would have felt? She said, "No, I'm gonna just go into acting and never act." And got into it. And man, listen, man,
That sound like survival to me.
what we incredible, man. Just look. When we do one thing great, just watch it just start flowing, man. I don't know what it is, but yeah, man. Hey,
It's the
it ain't no
resilience of
excuse.
our people. It's the resilience of
Yes,
us.
man.
We no
Yes,
matter what situation you put us
yes,
in,
man.
we overcome no
Yes.
matter what. And that's just
For
us as a people. We've been doing that for years.
That's it, my brother. And even though we might not say Althea Gibson, but them the shoulders that Serena and Venus and Coco Golf and all these,
All
that's
them
who
stand
shoulders
on that.
they stand
Yep.
on that lady right there.
Yep.
Because she broke barriers. They didn't want her. She couldn't even change in some of the rooms. She had to go, yeah. She would win Wimbledon and shake the queen hand and go home and couldn't even go in a restaurant. Come on, man. We had to deal with it and win at the same time. We had to accept something that we shouldn't have to accept and smile at adversity and was happy just that, man, come on. Listen, I'm tired. I don't know when we all gonna get tired, but I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be something greater. And I
And
think if
even
we put
then, we
our
got
head,
to keep pushing. Even when you get
what,
tired, you got to keep pushing.
what, what? I'm just saying. We need to come up with a plan. And hey, I'm just saying, as a people, because think about it. Everybody done passed us. The LBGTQT, whatever the community that passed us. You can't even say nothing about it.
And you know why they passed us, Rich? Is because
Why?
they came together.
You see what
They
I'm
Yes.
talking
formed
about?
a union.
That was.
And
You
and nothing to anybody. But that's the thing that's holding black excellence from truly being excellence, because we hold ourselves back. and then we complain about why we're not moving forward.
There you go. That's
There
spot
it
on.
is.
Spot
Crazy
Spot
as
on.
on.
barrel.
Spot on. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Because as a people, once you get two black people and one nigga in the room, it's over. We ain't gonna get nothing understood.
None.
Hmm.
We not.
No.
You know, because if you get a room full of black people in there and they come up with the right thing, the niggas gonna be like, who told them they can talk for us?
I disagree though, Rich. I
Why?
disagree because
Why?
right now on this panel, you have a bunch of black people, and
Okay.
I got what I would consider two niggas.
Okay.
And I love those niggas
Who are
just
the
like
two
I love the black
niggas?
niggas.
Okay.
Nigga, you know who the
I'm with
nigga
you.
is. You
Who the
nigga. You
two
know
niggas?
you know who the nigga is. Nigga, don't start
we
that
we we
bullshit.
we cool.
Nah, say
We
it out loud,
listen.
nigga. Who the
Keep
two
going,
niggas?
cause I want him to keep going. Cause I'm ready to see where you gonna land, park this motherfucker. Cause what I was getting at is if
I
if
think
if
we're
if
doing greatness, Rich. That's where I'm gonna land today. I think
yes,
we're doing greatness, and I think we're
yes,
doing greatness because we've chosen to teach others how to do this. See, just because you the nigga, and I'm this guy, or if I'm the nigga and
yeah,
Yogi somebody else, or Coach Pink is the greatness and whatever. We all still have come together, and we are choosing to teach each one how to teach the next one. So that's
yeah.
why I say it can be done.
Teach one, teach one.
But
We just got to
when
keep moving.
and I'm with you. And we're not gonna be the dead horse. But when I was saying niggas, I'm talking about the mentality of not knowing what you want, but stopping the progress of people that's came up with a decision to do something. You know,
Oh no,
like,
I won't
that's a
call
nigga
y'all that
mentality.
then. I'm
No,
not
I'm just
calling
saying
y'all
that.
that.
That's I know. I'm saying that's the nigga
Yeah.
mentality I'm talking about. If
Okay.
all us come and say, "Hey, this the move. We gonna do this here for the betterment of our people," and he
Right.
has no reason to go against it, but being a nigga, nah, I
Nah,
don't,
I
man, I
won't
don't
give
know.
y'all that.
And that's what happened. That's what
Yeah.
happened. And that's what she said. The other, every other group, they come together. They don't give a fuck who at the front. They know one thing. We have to come together right now so we can get recognized. See, we
Yeah.
haven't came together yet to get recognized. Because if they do T being wrong, who gonna fight for him beside us or the people he know? You know what I'm trying to say? We don't
Right.
have nothing that we can lean on. We don't have nowhere we can go if they pick with you, or me. We have to find it ourselves or come up with it, or they have to have some money in it for somebody. You know what I'm saying? But them other people, like she say, it's damn near union. As soon as you say something about them or the Jewish people or them, man, they on your neck.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
I
But you
agree.
say anything, you can say or do anything to a person of color, and what what can we say?
Yeah.
So we have to get it together amongst ourselves, and that's when they will respect us. They're not gonna
Because,
respect us
but
long as we fighting each other. Why should I?
because man, it's because it's a saying, bro. Stand for something to fall for anything. Right now,
Mm,
our
mm,
people is
mm.
falling for a bunch of anything. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? We're not standing for nothing, bro. Like it's a divide in our community. You know what I'm saying? Like we see it today. We out here killing each other over fucking blocks that don't even belong to us.
Yeah.
When somebody kills somebody, bro, two lives are taken in that moment. The person
yes,
is dead and the nigga that's going to jail. So
yeah,
that's two of us off the streets.
every
Then
time.
our kids are being raised up in these same communities, these same toxic ass environments, and growing up into the same thing that they seen in these communities. So I ain't gonna lie, man. It sounds good, bro, but man, we too far gone, man. It's too far gone, man. Like us being the generation that we are, we can come together and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Do what we do and have camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? But that's us. I remember you telling the story about you was hanging out on the north and a dude was like telling a little girl to watch her step
Yeah,
and she kicked the man truck.
yeah,
That's the kind of attitude we gonna get if we
yeah.
try to go run this game to the YN and say, man, if y'all just stop doing this, they're gonna be looking at us or trying to do something to us because we trying to learn them. So it's a cycle. It's a cycle, bro. That
But
shit that shit's stupid.
for me, I don't talk to them. I want to talk to the OGs. I want to talk to the niggas that they respect,
But
that they
they
would
don't
listen
respect
to.
nobody, Rich.
Well, yeah,
That's the
yeah,
problem. They don't
it's
respect
far
nobody.
in
It ain't
between.
no OGs no more, nigga.
Yeah,
It's
you're
fucked
right.
up to say, but it's not. We came up in that era, man, when we had a big homie that we can go to and talk to, and you know he had enough leeway with us to get on our ass if we wrong. They don't got that no more, man.
Yeah, yeah. But the love ain't there. And see, the kids recognize that. It's a bunch of hollow talk. It's a bunch of clicks and likes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They know when you're doing it from the heart, it's a difference. You know what I'm trying to say? And they feel
Yes.
it. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yes.
fake that. You can't
Yeah,
fake that. And they feel it. They know.
Mm-hmm.
He fuck with us. He for real. That dude
Mm-hmm.
over there playing. You know, they know it. So you can try it, but you know. But hey, like I say, I really have high hope in the next generation that's coming up. I think they're gonna get it together because right now I don't think you can go any farther than where it's at right now. So I think they have to really back in. So I think it's coming back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the independent woman is dying out. She understand I need a man. And when you understand that, you understand you got to learn to deal with relationships and have tolerations and understand everything ain't gonna go your way. So I think we working slow, but I think it's gonna be all right, man. I really do. You know what I'm saying? And long as we, like you say, quality, long as we got air in our lungs and we can teach one or two, shit, we made a difference. It's gonna change. You know what I'm saying?
that's right.
So,
Keep
you
pushing.
know, yeah, I just have hope. I ain't gonna give up on them. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't give up on me. I don't feel. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it ain't
That's
our
the right
job to give up
mentality.
on them. Yeah, I can't give up on them. I don't like what your youngsters doing, and it don't look right, but I ain't giving up on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at.
I
Not
just want
not
to
that I
see.
have all the answers either, now, y'all. Not that I am the wizard and know the answers. I'm just saying because I'm still
Nobody
working
do.
on me. I'm just saying though, if you need somebody to talk to, I'll be there.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I
I just want us to get to the point where, because I said this like multiple times before, and I'm gonna keep saying, I'm gonna keep preaching this. Man, we will not be respected until we start learning how to respect ourselves.
that's true. True,
And
true
I
that.
and I would love to see my people get to that point for real. Because we had an earlier conversation. You know what I'm saying? In the sports segment. Look how they came together and they look how they come together and get like why like, and I'm not comparing, but like
Yeah,
why we can't get, you know what I'm saying, shit
yeah,
done. If a motherfucker say something about a black some racist toward a black person, why we can't come together and get him the fuck up out of there? You know what I'm saying? Well, we can't do shit unless we come together, man.
yeah. They did a good job of keeping us separated though. They worked a good one on us, man. Slavery was bad as shit, but that making us not trust each other. Oh my God.
Is
That
it them separating us, or is it us allowing it?
well, we got trained to it. You know what I'm trying to say? For your well being and your family well being, man, I'm gonna tell Yogi ran. Fuck that. I ain't finna get fucked out. Man, them niggas ran that way. That's just what it was. That's how you had to be stiff. If you wasn't stiff, you was, and people was, I'm just saying, so that's how it go. I'm parking mine.
Any more comments on the topic, team?
Uh-oh, Yogi read his files right quick. Go ahead.
Nah, nah, I'm falling back. Coach Pink gonna get mine tonight.
Okay. You gonna hold that question though, right?
Yeah, I got it in the archives.
Okay, we gonna need it. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna need it.
I promise you, I think I'm gonna work on something to where we might push it sometime this week. So it's gonna be later in the week. So we'll get to that though. But let's let
Yeah,
Coach
I
Pink
just
go.
shot.
Hold
Okay.
on,
Go ahead.
hold on. Since we didn't already made it this far.
Well,
Coach
all
Pink,
right.
you got the
I
flow,
like
Coach Pink.
You
You
with
can't
us,
hear me?
Coach Pink?
I'm here, love.
Okay, you got the flow. It's on you. Let's go with
I don't
yours.
think she can hear me.
Okay, well, I
she
Yeah.
know
can't.
I was going to talk about the topic, but as Rich had said it so nicely, that it is the last day for um, Women's Month. And I did write something that I was going to post. Well, I am going to post on my social media platform. So instead of going into that topic about that, I want to say that for another time.
Okay.
That we could talk about another time. But I just wanted to read what it's not a poem, but it's like a monologue that I wrote to
Okay.
end off for Women's Month that I'm going to record and post. If I could read that.
You absolutely
That,
can. You
hey,
know that's not even a question. You know you
Drop
got
the
Okay.
it.
flow.
hey,
Oh,
can I say something before you go, Coach P?
of course.
I saw you giving them light on that runway. I
I
saw
was
it.
about
Yes,
to
I
say it,
did.
Rich. We
Boy,
saw
you
you
gave them
putting
light.
it down, Coach
Yes,
Pink.
sir. You brought. Hey,
We
you
saw
gave them
you
light.
getting it.
You brought. Hey, you came on through. You took them on through that. Then you paused and got that turn and said,
Rich,
"Hold
did
on,
you see
let
that
me get up
pause?
out of there."
She did
That
that
pause.
pause and threw that
The
shoulder out.
hit your brakes and turn.
Man,
What? That hey,
gone,
go ahead
Coach
on
Pink,
now.
gone.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to tell you, yeah. I ain't mean
Thank
to stop you.
you.
Okay.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
Coach Pink. Well
I
done.
enjoyed myself.
You look
Guys,
like it.
I took the
You
show
did.
that day. I was told I
Look.
took the show.
You
Yeah.
did. You
So I
did.
was very excited. I did get an offer from one. He's a comedian. He asked me to open for one of his comedian shows.
Uh
Because he said he just loved my energy,
See?
and now he's
yes.
following me. So we supposed to link up.
Yeah.
I told him to talk to my manager, which is Michael, my husband. I said,
We
talk to
Yeah.
already
him and
know
see what's
Mike
up.
running that game. Mike was
See,
running that
see,
game.
Yes, he
see.
was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. So I enjoyed myself. I can't wait till the April 18th for the next show.
For the next one, okay.
Yes. So thank you for that.
No
Okay.
problem.
Come
Okay.
on with it. We ready.
Okay. Here I go. Okay. Women's Month don't end today. The accountability just begins because it's easy to post, it's easy to clap, it's easy to celebrate women you like. But what about the ones you overlook on purpose? Yeah, I said it. Sisterhood is not selective. Support is not staged. And being a Christian woman is not performance based. You
Mm.
don't get to say you love God and ignore his people. You don't get to shout, I support women, but only show up when it's beneficial to you, your circle, or your image. Because real support, it don't come with condition. It don't come with a price tag. It don't come with what can you do for me. Real support looks like showing up when nobody sees you, pouring into someone who can pour back, helping without needing your name attached to it. That's Christ-like. But let me tell you about this. How many times have you had the ability to help someone and chose not to? How many times did you see someone struggling and made an excuse? How many times did you judge a woman without even having a real conversation with her?
Mm.
But let something happen to her, and now it's dang, if only I knew. No, you knew enough to check. You just chose not to. And God saw that. See, we love recognition, but we struggle to recognize others.
Mm,
We
mm.
love to be celebrate. We love to be celebrated, but hesitant to celebrate without compassion, jealousy, or ego attached, and hiding behind groups that don't make you solid. Because take away the crown, take away the claps, take away the titles, would you still be who you are? You say you are, or are you identified ties to who's watching? Let's go deeper. We talk about truth, we talk about transparency, but only when it's convenient, only when it makes us look good, only when it pays to be honest. That's not truth, that's strategy. And let me remind you, you can't fake authentic, not with people, and definitely not with God. So as Women's Month closes, don't pour half into people. Don't love halfway. Don't support when it's trending, and do it every month, before March, after March, when nobody's posting, when nobody's clapping, because the truth The truth meaning of sisterhood is this: we empower, we support, we encourage, we uplift, we hold each other accountable, we acknowledge one another, and we do it from a place of truth, not performance. And being a Christian woman, that means you don't pick and choose who gets your love. You don't skip over people God placed in your path. You don't ignore needs just because it's inconvenient. You show up, you serve, you love, you give fully. Because if heaven is the goal, then choice isn't optional, it's required. So don't let this be the end of a month and the return of old habits. Let this be the moment you check yourself and choose to be the woman you keep claiming to be for real.
That's amazing.
Already, man.
That is
Good. Right.
amazing.
Wow. Hey.
All
See,
right, Coach
we got
Pink.
some
All
good things
right.
going on. We got good things over here.
I
Yes,
like
sir.
I like to
I
say
like
this
that.
here, y'all, and this
Thank
goes to
you.
Rich and Coach Pink. You two have ended Ladies Month with a bang, but Coach Pink just brought it back for
Yes.
next month because it is
Mm.
not over. It is not over. Ladies Month is every day. Black
Yeah.
history is every day. Black
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
excellence is every day.
Yes, it is.
We are black and we are great, and we
Yes.
will strive and we will be great. There's no one that can stop us.
That's right.
Listen to what we just heard from Coach Pink. There's no
Mm.
one that can stop us, y'all. All we got to do
Yeah.
is keep pushing. Well done, Coach Pink. Well done.
I
And
think
you
Thank
that's
you,
know this.
fellas.
Know this, Coach Pink. You will hear this again. I'm finna plaster it everywhere.
Oh, thank you,
Listen.
love.
I
Thank
think that's a
You
hell
you.
of
know
a
it.
way. I think
Thank
that's a hell of a
you.
And
way to go out.
and guess what though? Before we leave, T Man, you said it. You said surviving. You know, the biggest person we got to survive is that person you look at in the mirror every
That's
day.
it. That's
If
it.
you
Yes.
survive yourself, you're
Yes.
gonna be all right. I'm trying to survive me every day. I look in
Thank
the
you,
mirror and say,
Kenya. Thank
yeah.
you,
So
love.
yes, yes. So yeah, I need to learn to survive me. That's my biggest one right now.
Yes.
But anyway, that was beautiful. I mean,
Truly
hey, I don't
beautiful,
know other
Coach
way.
Pink.
I
Truly
don't know
beautiful.
a better way to go out this mug.
That's what I said. It ain't
Thank
nothing
you,
else need to be
love.
said
Yeah,
there.
drop the mic. Whoop. You
Drop the
know,
mic.
drop the
Y'all are
mic,
too good to
man.
me. Y'all are
We
too
know
Nah,
we
good to
love you.
me.
You know we love
yeah,
you. And tell Mike I
Oh,
yeah.
say
y'all be
what's
some
up.
extra brothers. I love
Yes,
it. I
sir. Yes,
love it.
ma'am. Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, if
Yeah.
we don't support our own, who gonna support us?
See, we gotta
Absolutely.
Right.
start. Be that change you want to see. TBN told me that. That's my
TBN
biggest
said that
That's
one.
one.
it.
I didn't want to
That's
be
it.
that change. He tried to make me be the change. God damn it.
Oh, you there, Rich. You changing
It's
every
it,
day, right in
it's
front of
so
our
good to
eyes.
be the villain. Oh my God. But okay. So yeah,
Take us
man.
home, Yogi. Take us home.
That is.
Hey, YouTube world, that will be the 20th episode of H Town Bayou City Podcast. We enjoy this, doing this every Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. We enjoy the content, man. All we need y'all to do is like, comment, subscribe. Talk to us. We talk back, baby.
Yes,
Until
sir.
next time, love.
All right.
Thanks for joining the H Town Bayou City podcast. Be sure to like, share, and follow, and we'll catch you on the next episode.